Ahoy, landlubbers, it's me, your Captain Vasco speaking. And welcome to the stream! Halloween approaches. It is the weekend before Halloween. And because, I am an adult who has to work normal hours, our Halloween bonus stream for the year is gonna be this Sunday as well, making it sort of my Halloween weekend, although Halloween itself won't be until next Tuesday. Which is to say that currently it is Friday, October the 27th. And we have some progress to make in the Darkside Detective. Now, again, as I said last week when we played this, all the cases are episodic. We did leave partially through one case, so let's give a brief summary and then get rolling. So we're currently in the midst of our third case, known as Druid's Delight. In order to get here, first we had to save our partner Dooley, who was trapped in an alternate dimension. Then we visited his grandma to let her know that he survived the ordeal of being trapped in an alternate dimension. And after resolving a case in her retirement home, where everyone was sort of having a reverse emotional vampire like 3/4 life crisis, she indicated to Dooley that he had to go to Ireland in order to complete a coming-of-age ceremony that was supposed to happen. I don't actually know how old Dooley was, but like decades ago, it is implied. So we flew to Ireland, went through some shenanigans, found our way to his ancestral home, a castle in Ireland, and we started the coming-of-age ritual, and then the sun went out. Not the lights, but the sun itself, so presumably during the course of this case, all life on Earth is doomed forever. But it's a cartoon, and don't think about it. So instead, the important thing to note is we've had to solve a series of puzzles in order to prove that we need to go into the castle because a rival family, whose name I don't remember quite off the top of my head, but like they infiltrated the Dooley castle and were planning on stealing some. I don't know if they had a particular thing they wanted to take or if they were just causing mischief, but like either way, they're bad dudes and we gotta go stop them. Was it really the O'Dooleys? That was what I thought, and that sounded too ridiculous to be true, so I was like, no, I must be remembering that wrong. So it's the Dooleys versus the O'Dooleys. You know, truly that is about par for the course of this game, so there we go. Oh yeah, they did, the sort of like archdruid lady who's like a member of the Dooley clan did say something about like the sunstone that had been carved from a potato. So I guess that was in the castle? I don't know. I feel like we didn't know its location, but we know they're in the castle. Anyway, we gotta take care of this. I had to troubleshoot a fun thing this afternoon, like a weird issue with capture that hadn't come up before. Let's get back to the game. Continue? We should be inside the castle. I'm not sure I ever actually, like, loaded... There we go. How's that going? It's true, they did... I mean, they left... That's an interesting interpretation. That is not what I thought was being implied. Contingencies remember that they took the O's off and left them so they could sneak in. I thought the game had implied that they left O apostrophes as like a calling card to let us know that they were the ones like mucking up our stuff. Cause like they're not NPCs in like a first-person shooter that have like a name floating over their head or something. Anyway, we left off, we had just gotten inside the castle, we've looked at nothing. Good luck to me. Chandelier. Remember that time we accidentally burned down an entire house by messing with one of these? Good times. Dooley, shh. I'm glad we're inside now. It was cold outside, and my, knees were shriveling up? Yeah, the knees. Black says, if it's not broken, it can be. That feels like a motto I can get behind. Same, Dooley. His grandfather clock is broken and there's a strange grinding noise coming from inside. Hey, I've been described that way quite frequently as well. Same, grandfather clock. I'm still kind of curious as to whether it's intentional that this looks a little like the OG Captain Kirk outfit. It's an unusual color combination. It might be an accident, but there was like a Star Trek reference in the last case. His portrait is of Tammy Dooley, who supposedly spent a year and a day asking why of everything a fairy said until it let her go in frustration. That sounds pretty possible. Hey, what's in my inventory? I still have stanky herbs, which for some reason I thought I had used up. I also have a torch, comma, lit, which maybe isn't like the most ideal thing to be carrying around indoors. Well, this is probably where the potato stone goes. Broken glass, probably from the theft. Where there could have been an emergency. This must be where they stole the sunstone from. That's the second largest green banner I've ever seen. I think that was a Hulk joke. Hulk joke! I feel like this house violates so many health and safety guidelines. Well, I mean, it is an old castle. They're guidelines, Detective. More like suggestions, really. You could take the Dooley out of America and insert him in some sort of Pirates of the Caribbean reference. Handful of fancy-looking shields. I could fit like one shield per hand, tops. Maybe one in my mouth? I mean, that's how Zorro from One Piece would do it. Since its release, and I recommended it highly, has anyone actually watched live-action One Piece? It is really good. And you sometimes get to see the three-sword style that Zoro uses where the third one goes in his mouth. Which seems like it'd be horrible for your teeth, and also wildly impractical. Sioban? I think it's... Oh, Shivon. I thought it was Shoban. It's pronounced Shivon. Menacing name. Says here that she robbed a castle and sailed it out to sea so she wouldn't have to give it back. That would explain the eye patch. Not so much the buoyancy of the castle. I had heard that announcement. Neko says that the McDonald's in the UK is doing Halloween Squishmallows, but they sold out in the first week of October because adults were buying them without Happy Meals. Yeah, like, listen, Squishmallows are great and everyone loves them. And McDonald's probably should have learned this lesson back in the 90s from Beanie Babies, is you can't mess around with that stuff. If you want something like that to last all of October, you're really going to have to overdo it. Of course, I'm not sure they wanted that. I think they wanted scarcity. I'm sorry that means that you missed out on it, Neko, because I would be pretty disappointed in that too. In fact, I have my own disappointments about supply of Halloween things, and we'll probably talk about that on Sunday. And the pigeon on her shoulder that she's painted red and green. But there isn't a pigeon or a parrot on her shoulder. I assume that's a reference to the first case in this game where we had to apply makeup to a robotic parrot to make it look like a real parrot, and I'm still kind of mad about that. Vase? Detective, do you pronounce it vase or vase? I'm a vase man myself. Same! Painting of the sun. Guess it must be important to them or something. Look, Detective, they even have drawers to store their dust and cobwebs. This place is so big you need benches to take rests between rooms. Okay, so we came from the altar, so both of these doors go to the same room and thus are moot. What's your deal, portrait guy? Connor Dooley, one of the family's military leaders in the O-Wars. I assume that is with the O'Dooleys. Does this look a bit like, you know, with his skin on? Our school mascot? I guess he does, with his skin on. May he bleed for us all. I don't... Is this a thing that's going to come up later in this game? I feel like this is like a reference to backstory that I don't think was in the first game. I don't think they, like, talked about their school and how its mascot was, like, the skeleton of a deer or something. Now, I'm sorry that you haven't been able to find Halloween Squishmallows there. You might be able to tell that I'm kind of a fan. We got 3 here and 1 back here. I don't actually know if Kaylee was considered a Halloween one. I don't think they make Talk Like a Pirate Day themed Squishmallows, but there are multiple Squishmallows that are other Squishmallows with a pirate hat. What a nice fire to come inside to. Yeah, and with the sun gone, fire will become the new god, providing light and heat for all its followers. Dooley, that's crazy talk. Quiet, don't make me sacrifice you to the new god. There's like a lot of stuff to interact with that doesn't seem like items or puzzles are relevant in this castle. I'm so jet lagged, I need chairs for all of me, not just my arms. So hang on a sec. Because we came from the hallway. And there were 2... Oh, no. My brain just, was like, yeah, 2D rooms. Dining room is different, but it's locked. What monster would lock me out of a room made for eating? Alright, I'm pretty sure we're gonna find some of these thieving O'Dooleys on the left side of the house. You wanted the Plague Doctor Squishmallow? I think I've seen a picture of that one, Sarah. But I don't think I've seen it at my grocery store. Which has had, actually a pretty strong supply of Halloween Squishmallows all year. A lot of the time, the holiday ones sell out really quickly. And then, the more general ones hang out for a while. This bin is covered in motionless rats or dust bananas. Odd, there are bits of statue in here. They say even a broken clock is right twice a day. I change its time strategically, so this clock is never right. Okay. Hands off Pat's pots. How about the fridge? This won't open. That's just for holding my magnets. You know those wee magnets people give them to you in souvenirs? Gosh, if only they had a handy name so I could explain them to you. Anyway, that's the magnet box. It doesn't open. The cupboard's actually filled with cups, but where's all the food? See, they have a kitchen here too, just like we have at home. A Dooley family tradition. That cooker is quite the beast. You know, a cooker, it's like a cooker. See, if we were in Holland, we could call it a Dutch oven. And we got a larder, so fancy. Oh, don't mind me, I've got a bit wet in the rain, so I came indoors to warm my ferret. I don't see a ferret. It's a hungry wee monster, so it might be hunting for sausage around here somewhere. Giggles to self. Have you seen any strange-looking individuals? I did. 2 men, one wearing a pervert coat and the other dressed like a wee girl. So, 2 different pervert outfits then. Brilliant! Where did they go? Brilliant's a very common thing to say in America, because we're Americans, I'll remind you. They've intimidated her into silence. Don't worry, ma'am, we'll find them. Is your name Pat too? Family name. My siblings are Patty, Patsy, Patrice, and Patchoulio. But no Patty. That makes no sense. None of us are slabs of meat. Better get going. Those O'Dooleys aren't going to catch themselves. They might. They're not the brightest bunch. Surely the larder contains items for my puzzle-solving needs. glazed ham. Honey glazed ham. I think I've wet myself. From saliva, I mean. You could get wet up there on the ham shelf. Salt and pepper. Push it. Push it real good. Do 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 do. Okay. Bread loaves. Honey loaves. Is there anything they can't make out of honey? Cooking lard. I don't know how old this place is. A lubricant seems like it could come in useful at some point. So we could push it real good? Yeah, I appreciated that one as well, I could tell you. Pot of stew. The remains of a stew made out of honeyed beef. How are there leftovers? A baguette. Delivered this morning from France. One of the joys of being in Europe. Boxes full of bees. That explains the honeyed everything. I'm starting to think I've been drinking honey the wrong way. It's the light mead. There's a poster. Rub a puka on your veruca. I'm not sure if that's decent or not. I don't know why I look so happy about it, poor wee guy. Can I get in this dumbwaiter? I love this thing. I used to ride it between here and wherever it goes. Dooley, for the last time, you haven't been here before, so you can't have used this dumbwaiter. Hey, I'm neither dumb nor a waiter. Oops, I mean, whatever this broken lift thing would say. Broken, eh? Yeah, that's why I'm only mid-getaway and not fully gotten away. One of the cogs is broken and now I'm stuck. If we find a cog, we can get this guy out and arrest him. Okay, I remember there being cogs around here somewhere, probably. That might as well happen. Not sure where I apply the gear. Well, that explains why she only saw 2 of them, I guess. I wasn't sure if the game was trying to imply that Pat here was one of the Dooleys in, or one of the O'Dooleys in a Dooley disguise. Oh, another portrait. Great old Gunye Dooley? Inventor of sleeping on the job? I've never been more sure that this is my family. Attic door, eh? How did I reach that? I thought that was going to be a puzzle, but I just reached up and clicked it, and now I can go in the attic. Oh, hey, well, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. That's not what I thought I was going to find when I went up into the attic. Adrian the Plague Doctor is apparently exclusive to America. There's so many reasons that's a weird sentence, Neko. Wonder why that would be true. Also, I didn't actually realize there were country-exclusive Squishmallows. Should I be concerned about that? Sure, I guess we could call this whole thing a barricade. He also sold out so fast. I bet, Sarah, apparently he's exclusive to America. Which also means he was probably intended to be like a rare collector variant. The doorway is blocked by these obnoxiously large toys. Is there anyone hiding in there? Stay away! Why don't you come out and tell us where the sunstone is? Never! Literally never! I've set up a home in here and I'm cultivating fungus I can live off of. You'll never get me out! Challenge accepted. To be clear, that was meant as a statement of demoralizing fact rather than issuing of any challenge. Challenge accepted. There's a smaller castle in this giant castle. That's the kind of extravagance I could get behind. Alright, let's ladder even further. Or let's check the vents, I guess. Interesting. Ladder up. Hedge at the top won't budge. It looks like a mechanism has it locked in place. What if I rubbed lard on it? I'm sorry, I did forget that when you do something that the character doesn't like on this particular mission, Detective McQueen will say to you, don't be acting the maggot with that carry-on, which does do psychological damage to human beings, weirdly enough. Well, I have to say, I I really expected there to be a lot more castle on this side and a lot less castle on the other side, because there were like 2 sets of stairs leading to the left from the main foyer. Somebody else's room, not a place for us. I like the carefree and liberal use of naked, unmonitored flame in this place. Really sets the atmosphere. Is there a woman's face screaming inside the knob of that locker drawer? Boys, anyone who doesn't get that reference gonna be lost. How about this painting? A painting of a handle in which the artist just glued an actual handle to a frame and painted over. A Dooley family masterpiece. Can I have it? Can I have that? What if I want? What if I wanted that? What if I lit it on fire? What if I talk to Dooley? I call it top bunk. There's only one bunk. Now it looks like Slowpoke McQueen has to sleep under the bed then. You calling me a monster? Half of a 4-poster bed. Fancy. Dooley, you know that's just perspective. No, wait, you're right. 2 posters. I guess we're only half welcome. Ensuite. I don't know if anyone else remembers when we played a different adventure game on the channel, like a couple years ago now, I think. It was about 2 years ago. Called Gray Matter. Every now and then I still think about the fact that, like, early in that game, when you, like, play as the, like, guy who, like, owns the fancy home and I think that's set in England? Somewhere in England? Maybe I'm wrong. But, like, for some reason, he just, like, has, like, bath products for his, like, deceased wife around. And, like, it's one thing for him to be like, like, I keep this around because the smell reminds me of her. But, like, he said some, like, weird thing. I think it was like you would, like, click on the toilet and he'd be like, I can't stop thinking about, like, Laura's passing or something. And it's like, what is that? What does that mean? Why is that true? Why does everything in the bathroom remind you of your wife? No, wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me, I think. Why even have a mirror if it's gonna be tiny? I made all of me to be seen. I made all of me to be seen? That's gotta be a Britishism for, like, I look good all over or something, right? My heart sinks every time I enter a bathroom. Sink joke. Bent? Haha, they'll never get me in here. This fence seems to connect to the inside of the dollhouse. So I need to make it smell terrible in this room? Detective, you might need to close this case yourself. I need to interrogate this bathtub. So all the bath is a stage and we're just players, and showerhead is separate? Sure, you see shower heads everywhere, but have you seen a shower body? Not since the French shower revolution. Now this is a letdown. Dooley, this is gorgeous. Sure, but I misread this room as en suite, and well... Yeah, time makes fools of us all. Look, we have tiny bathroom plugs here too, see? We're not so different after all, you and I. Eh? Well, I've checked most of the castle and learned precious little and gained almost nothing. So, like, solid start, I guess. Sure does feel like I should be able to take this handle. But the game has misled me before. So, there's still, like, one person entirely unaccounted for. Unless my instinct is correct after all, and the third person I'm looking for is Pat, who's just pretending to belong here. But, so, I'd say that we're currently in a situation where my biggest issue is that I don't really have a goal. Light the deer head on fire. Light the painting on fire. Light armchair on fire. Ahoy, haggis. Stanky bath. I mean, that could work. I feel like I'm missing a thing. Do you not feel like I'm missing a thing? I mean, since we have nothing to do, I guess we might as well try. It feels like one of those things that's only half an idea, and I don't know what the other half is. One of those, like, adventure game things where I'm like, I know I want smell, but the character says smell only happens a certain way. And they don't even acknowledge that's the start of a good idea. What if I made, like, stink butter? What if I just, like, melted the lard? What if I just lit the stink on fire? I know I'm just a simple beat cop and not a fancy pants detective, but I think you just made a smelly plant smellier. Now, put it in the vent. This should smoke them out. Oh, that smell. I gotta get out of here. Oh. No, that's the same door. Looks like we smoked him out. Book him, Dooley. Yeah, book him, Dooley. No, wait, sorry, that's me. Book him, me. Arrested. Where's the sunstone? No idea. I got all scared during the heist and hid it here. You'll get no info from me. I'll tell you that, and I'll tell you true. Barricade kicked over. Anything change here? I don't really understand how these got knocked over, but I got the result I wanted. So, happy days. There's nothing inside this treasure chest? Not sure. I like it in here. eBay is making me make bad life choices. I don't need eBay's help to make bad life choices. I'm very good at it naturally. Hurl. A hurl! They use this to play hurling. It's essentially a fight with sticks and an optional scoring system. Can we take it as a memento? You got a hurt stick for hurting. I guess I could look at the fog. It really is a stanky root. The stankiest! I don't like this doll. A horrific wind-up toy with a wind-up key. I took the key for some reason. Bear? He has a glassy stare that says, "Kill me now." Goose? Honk. Reverse vent? Part of the vent system that allowed me to choke Louise out. Eh? Well, they're saying eh a lot in this case, and I don't totally know why. We're not in Canada, after all. If you squint, these blocks almost look like the American alphabet. Okay. I guess this is as good a place as any to store your noxious fog. Well, that's not... I mean, we kind of... It's not exactly what we did here. But that's fine. Ooh, panel of wood. I've read about this. It's a hurl from the game Hurley. 2 teams of 100 people beat one another with sticks, while some of the less violent players score points. Fastest and most brutal game on Earth, apparent. Any hints on where the key goes? No? Does the key somehow open this? He said it was a mechanism. It doesn't seem unreasonable for the key to do it, but sure. Got in a bidding war for the plague doctor. Yeah, good luck, Neko. 17 hours. Well, at least you'll know by Halloween if that worked out, I guess. Why would I need a big hurting stick? A thing that I'm currently confused about. I understand broadly that there's someone stuck in this dumbwaiter and I want to use a cog to get them out. But, like, I don't know where that cog would go. Like, wouldn't I need to find the mechanism that operates this? I'm just gonna hit this person. Don't mind me, gotta be... No, we already... It's the same conversation. What's the deal with this? There's bits of statue in here. We're gonna get an explanation for that? I don't know. Wind the clock. I mean, traditionally clocks don't use external wind-up keys. I mean, I guess some of them probably do, but I don't know what good that would do me. Grandfather clock. I thought it said... It says it's broken, but like... Guess we could try one. Guess we could try that. Let's see what's going on in here. Seems to have some extra cogs. No, wait, that's confusing. That's not correct. If the problem was that, like, the external case was locked and we wanted to get in to just, like, fix the clockwork, then we would need just, like, a regular key. It would be like a cabinet. Like, a wind-up key is presumably because that's the thing that makes it go. If the problem was that it had too many cogs and we just couldn't get into it originally, that means it's locked with a regular lock and wouldn't take a wind-up key. That's not how keys or wind-up keys work. But, like, he said... He didn't say that it, like, had run down. He said, like, it was making a weird clicking sound because it was already working, and it wouldn't let me open it to investigate until I used the wind-up key. So that implies that it was functional and trying to work until I removed extra cogs that were blocking it up. But I have cogs. I still don't really know where cogs go, but the castle's been weird, so maybe I just touch them to the dumb waiter and it's like, yeah, that's how cogs work. Let's get this thing fixed. Yeah, and free the dumb waiter who got stuck inside. Alright. We have to figure out what order the cogs go in to rebuild this system and get that cog moving again. Am I in an episode of Blaze and the Monster Machines? So for one, neat. I like these little minigame puzzles. They've typically been pretty good. Secondly, though, where is this in relation to anything? We just summoned a puzzle. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules or something. So I need a pretty big one, huh? I probably want like a pretty small one. And then like maybe some medium-sized ones? No. That seems fine though. Got it. That's the system back up and running. Let's get this guy out and into cuffs. My only complaint with the minigames thus far in this game is that they're like quite easy on the whole. I'd complain about having to work on holiday, but I just enjoy putting people in cuffs so much. Where's the sunstone? I'll never tell you, because I don't entirely know. Ma Dooley had it, and I got separated from her when the lift broke. She's a sharp one. Won't catch her with her trousers around her ankles. So, there's definitely her in the kitchen then, is what I've gathered. So what if I just, like, melted some lard? What if I... Let's just try hitting some things that we can't get into, like locked doors and stuff, and see if we can just, like, bust our way into something. This is the locked one. Hit it with a stick. Hit it with fire. Burn your way in. I don't think there was anything inaccessible here. This room just feels as though it's entirely useless, which must be a trick. And then the other one was like upstairs bedroom on the left. And then I guess lastly there's this like up ladder. Mechanism has it locked in place, but if I hit it with a stick, what if I lit it on fire? I know I already tried the lock. It doesn't seem like I can carry on additional conversation with the ones I've caught. This game has had, like, a consistent, like, weird aspect to it of, like, both me feeling like I don't have an immediate short-term goal, and also me having, like, multiple items for which I don't have an explicit purpose. Yeah, I've got some, like, big, weird sports stick and, like, sort of butter almost. I mean, I guess I could try going back out. I kind of had presumed that there wouldn't be anything else for me to do, but maybe something has changed with Big Stick or something. Skies possibly still stormy, can't tell no sun. It's pretty dark when the sun's turned off, eh? I don't really know what to do. Any insight, Knifeless Druid? I don't remember some of the voices I gave these ancillary characters. Well, naked without my stabber, I should have gotten you to trade something for that. Yeah, probably. Tell me about the Dooleys. Cursed lot. A splinter faction of the family who turned on us in the O-Wars. O-Wars? A dark time for Ireland, it was. You had Dooley against O'Dooley, Murphy against O'Murphy, Riley against O'Reilly, and more. I'll say no more about those times, lest we all be forced to sing sad songs. Suffice to say the O'Dooleys and us have been at war ever since. And they still feel like it's their family duty to protect the sunstone, even though they lost that right the day they picked up the O' and went to war. They must have snuck in during the ceremony to steal the sunstone, underhanded as only an O'Dooley can be. You have to catch them and get the sunstone back. None of that information was helpful. Is there anything else to be gained from the garden? Sun's got out, I see. It has. Not good for plants, you know. They need things to survive, you understand. Had this conversation. Can we have this gnome? I'm sure we tried this. Is he alive? No. Oh, that's good. Wait a second. I might have a lead for you about what happened to the sun. Really? Normally it's up in the sky. I lose something, I checked the last place I remember having it. Right. That conversation too. Guessing that there may not be anything to do anywhere. At all. I think unbeknownst to me, we've already solved the case. The chandelier is very suspicious, but I don't have like a knife or something with which to drop it. What else we gained from this clock? Looks and sounds like it's working again. Tells us that the sun should be up. However, it is not. So I can't put the attic ladder away even if I wanted to, which I don't know why I would. Doesn't feel like there's anything to do anywhere in here or the adjoining bathroom, aka ensuite. Just break the mirror. Break the shower head. Butter the shower head. Light the shower head on fire and combine elements. Oh, wait. Oh, Cadius, welcome to the stream. You were playing with your puppy. I mean, that's a pretty sensible use of your time, I think. How's it going? We're currently in Ireland, not accomplishing anything at a slow rate, I would say. Bum. Hang the paint. I mean, I feel like I've tried all of them. I've tried hitting a few of the paintings with sticks, and it's given me not a sense that that's like a thing that makes sense at all. But you mean this one, don't you? No. I can't... This is one of those, like, weird things that, like, only this game does, where, like, there's dialogue that kind of tells you that this is an item and not a painting, which, like, in a normal adventure game would mean that, like, 100% you're gonna get it. But, like, sometimes this game is just, like, lampooning other adventure games in such a fashion that it's just nothing, and it's, like, a red herring. Butter the fire. What would that do, though? Maybe I can carve a new sunstone out of butter. Maybe I can make a second torch. Maybe I can hit the deer. Maybe I can butter the deer. Maybe I can butter Dooley in his short robe. Maybe I can hit Dooley with a stick. Maybe I can hit Armchair with a stick. Maybe I can butter Armchair. No. Hit the vase. We have a couple vases. We could hit some vases. This one doesn't have a hitbox, though. Computer delete Dooley. That's a different... That's a different game, I think. This vase? Hit this vase? I feel like, without knowing what's in a vase, I would expect to be able to, like, examine the inside of the vase before I'd have to smash it sight unseen, but... you know, we're pretty desperate. We'll try stuff. Yeah, this is definitely... I can't use these two things together. It won't accomplish anything. It'd be really funny, actually, if a solution to anything was to, like, break the grandfather clock with a big heavy stick now. So I'm not supposed to touch the pots. The fridge doesn't open. I think I tried hitting the fridge, but I'll try hitting it again. Maybe I can butter the fridge open. Maybe I can burn the fridge to the ground. Maybe I can butter this lady. Maybe I can light this lady on fire. Maybe I can, like, literally just melt this in my inventory for no value and have, like, loose liquid in my pocket. Maybe I can hit butter with stick. Maybe I can hit Dooley with stick. Maybe I can hit the clock so it won't be correct. Maybe I can hit the statues in this trash can. It's gotta be something with this trash can, right? There's no obvious thing to do with it, but it's very peculiar and suspicious. Oh, melt butter. Light active oven on fire. Can I use the dumbwaiter? Ah. More screens with more things in them. These are just like that statue I saw in the bin. That means one of these is fake. I should look for a way to verify the statues. I'll even have to double check the portraits I found to be sure. I think these three on the right I all immediately recognize, and then this guy is here, right? Big Fin Dooley, who supposedly bait the salmon of knowledge. Surely that would be ate the salmon. Nah, he caught it and gave it a beating for not knowing to avoid his fishing line. He has large hands. All the better for beating fish with. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's the thing that we're doing? I think we can rule him out by finding a matching statue. The statue has the clubbed hands of a famous fish fighter, Big Fin Dooley. I haven't found a Oh, I'm sorry. So the game won't acknowledge the portraits I've already looked at in depth. I have to come to this room first and then flag them? That's pretty obnoxious, actually. No bottle of vinegar. Pungent. I think it might be worth taking. I like a good smelly bottle. What's for dinner, detective? I can't stay in the Pasta. It's antipasta. I get the joke. I get it. Flowing green banners. They sure do like green in this country. It's a painting of this dining room, including a smaller painting of this room, which has the same, and so on, ad infinitum. Infinity is endless. You can't really add it to something. No, some infinities are larger than other infinities. But if this is a portrait of this room, shouldn't I just inherently be able to look specifically at this and not have to do the implied puzzle of now I have to go back and look at all the paintings I've already looked at? Should bring us back to the hallway from earlier. Great, it was only locked from the one side. That's not where I was expecting that to lead. I was very much expecting that to lead me to the top floor, the locked door up there. I should check the statues to see if any match this one. I'm just gonna look at all the paintings. It's the second one from the left, because I'm paying attention, but the game will only let me proceed when I've re-looked at the paintings. I think that's true. I think this one was on the right in that room. He's asleep in this portrait. How very on brand. Maybe his statue is sleeping too. Discovering the statue's face that matches Tammy Dooley's. Find a portrait that matches this one. Who is that guy? Oh, he's in the... I forgot to flag this one. He has... What's a nice way to put this? His ears are disproportionate to his head. The statue has the small ears of Connor Dooley. And the military uniform. Oh yeah, sorry, the ears distracted me. The statue bears the menacing eye patch and stance of... I forgot how to pronounce it already, Dooley. And her not very convincing parrot that still doesn't seem to be depicted here in any way. This is the only statue that doesn't have a matching painting. This is the fate. Darn it, I'm not going out without a fight. Take this! Ah, she's got a rolling pin. And I'm not afraid to use it. Quick, Dooley, confiscate it. Wasn't sure how that was gonna go down. No, give it back. Look, Detective, she had this in her pockets, too. Did she now? Arrest her, Dooley, for the very real and not paranormal, or just normal, if you will, crime of theft. It's extremely weird to me that now that I've caught them, I have, like, an inventory full of items all of a sudden. Like the painting of the statue room. It's a nice touch. So, presumably then, I go to the hallway, I go back to the altar, and don't accidentally click on my desktop on the other monitor, and then, like, try to put this in here, and there's a problem. The altar has proven to be less than secure. I better take this to the Archdruid instead. Okay, so I sort of understand that reasoning, but at the same time, the sun is out and the earth is dying. Shouldn't we maybe put it in here first to get the sun up and then address the security issue? I've arrested the O'Dooleys. And the sunstone, do you have it? Okay, fine. Do it your way. You got the sunstone back. I'll be honest. Nothing like this has happened in 100 years and one more. It's my eternal shame, and I'm not entirely sure what comes next, but I remember my grandmother's grandmother, who died long before my time, telling tales of a recovery system. A way to use the stone to reboot the sun. Man, how did she tell you a tale if she was already dead? Sorry, I thought she needed some information about how to save the world, when it seems like what you needed was a lecture on lyricism and poetic license. Sorry. Anyway, there's a secret room in Castle Dooley, the entrance to which is hidden in the phrase, "If you have a burning desire to see the sun again, you must follow your heart." I'm sure you can detective your way through that. Okay. It is this way. If you have a burning desire to see the sun again, you must follow your heart. Maybe the hidden room is through here. I need to put out the fire. What if I buttered the fire? What if I hit the fire to death? What if I vinegared it? What if I stop, dropped, and rolled out the fire? What if I absorbed all the heat into my sun jam? Okay. Well, that's all my inventory items. Like it says, sun out, earth dying, more at 11. Sounds right, sounds right. Hey, actually, Neko says you're back from your bath. Does news in the UK do sensational nonsense like that? Like, local news in the US, like, pretty regularly will just be like, is, like, house paint killing children? News at 11. And you're just like, probably not. Unless they're drinking it. Probably. Stopped putting lead in it a while ago. Okay, well, if that lady wasn't an imposter, maybe I can use some of these food ingredients to have her cook me a solution to some sort of thing. Don't mind me. Nope. Alright. Have this. Roll out the lard. Break the vinegar bottle. Just drink, Dooley, drink vinegar. Okay. Are your children huffing mice? You may be surprised. What's funny about that type of news as well is, like, no, I don't watch, like, late night local news all that often, but, like, I do feel like a pretty high percentage of the time, not 100%, sometimes they're actually trying to sell you on the fact that the thing is going to kill your children or whatever. But, like, a bunch of the time it's basically like, no. You arrested me and my boys and stole back our admittedly stolen legacy. What more do you want? How about the sunstone? Your buddy just took that from me. Did he now? What's your stolen legacy then? The sunstone. Hand it over, so. He already took it. Is he for real? Is he serious? Oh, I'm for real, all right. Very real. Table and chips. Boy, do I not really have an idea of what to do. It's super weird to me that they just, like, broke and threw out a statue, and that this lady didn't say anything about that. Nico says, no, I got culture shock the first time I saw news in America. People are much more formal and serious here. Our news isn't sensational. We also don't have ads for medical companies, which is something I still find really weird about the States. Man, there's ads for medical companies literally all... It's like one of the only, like, universal advertisers, like, medical companies. You get, like, certain types, like, during the day or during the night or whatever. My favorite... Wait, Neko, does that mean that in the UK you also don't get, like, pharmaceutical ads for, like... Where, like a narrator is, like, basically reading how, like, what all the symptoms are and, like, don't take it if you're allergic and whatever. But, like, the actual, like, visual content of the ad is, like, people eating cotton candy at a fair and then going, like, parasailing and then, like, sitting in adjoining bathtubs or whatever. Because, like, I don't know, I saw one of those today, and it just, like, struck me for, like, the zillionth time how insane those ads are. They're so bizarre. Those ads are illegal in the EU. I could believe that, Cotillion. These ads are a legitimate issue, one of the main causes of the opioid epidemic. I don't know that I would have pegged that to be true. Were they actually advertising? I don't ever recall seeing, like, straight up, like, TV commercials for, like, opioids. But then, I'm not crazy familiar with them, to be honest. Horrified by ads trying to convince people to get medicine you'd need a prescription for it. I mean, I think a lot of the ridiculous ads are for medications you probably still need a prescription for, but, like, some of them are definitely not, for sure. What to do? I can try something stupid. Is this rolling pin somehow part of the mechanism to go upstairs? Is there anything left in here I didn't meaningfully interact with? Vinegar bear. Sun bear. Master of the night bear. None of these items seem useful. None of them. I don't think I understand this goose. Can I do something with the goose? Is the goose loose? Grease up that goose so no one's gonna catch it. Sun goose? Burning goose. Okay, so currently the only immediate goal I have is to put out the fire in the fireplace. But it doesn't feel to me like any of the things that I possess accomplish that goal. Is there something in the world? Oh, hang on. This place has all manner of secrets, hasn't it? We are in the oldest country in the world, and this is the oldest house in it. Bound to have its secrets. Doesn't sound... Is that true? I wouldn't trust what you read in your American school, sir. Anyone with a printer, some glue, and an agenda can change those. It's a well. It's a well. He didn't want to use it before. Has that changed now? Oh, man. Might be able to get some water from that well if we had a crank. So this is one of those games, right? I think this marks the second time it's done that. Painting a crank. Give it to me. No, like, no, for real though. Give it to me? An actual handle to a frame. Yeah, so like, give to me it? Give it to me? What are you... Hey, what are you doing, game? 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 This is gonna be one of those things that I think shouldn't work, but does. 100%! Nope. That's not the solution to that puzzle. I regret to inform you that using vinegar to get a handle unglued, it's not it. That's not how you do it. I know that you think that's funny, game, but I didn't have any other tasks to complete. Because this isn't a part where it branches. So, like, it's not... It's less good for you to try and make a self-aware joke or whatever. Hello? I'm missing something to make this work. A shaft to connect the two. Probably wants the rolling pin. If I stick this handle on the end, I can use it as a crank. What? But it was a crank. I regret to inform you it was already a crank. Okay, let's get this well working and get some water. Something dumb is going to happen, probably. Wait for it. Wait for it. It's anti-pasta. It's anti-pasta. A bucket full of water. Precursor to very damp pockets. How does the bucket fit in the pocket? What a pointless interlude. Let's put this fire out and see what happens. We received empty bucket. Something on the wall behind the fire. Looks like some kind of lock. I need to know the Dooley family crest and motto to get through. So what are they, Dooley? Well, the motto was like... If it's not broke, it can be. Where would I have seen... So many animals of badger, right? We have like a bunch of shields in the hallway. I don't know what the color is, though. Oh, green. They like green here, right? So, what am I missing? Is it the other shield shape? Yeah, okay. I didn't remember the precise shield shape, but I remembered all the individual things I was supposed to notice. That was actually a good puzzle. Because, like... I don't know. That strikes me as, like, a miso fa type of puzzle. Because, like, the clues are, like, all over the house. I feel like the motto one is relatively obvious if you're looking for it, or if you just click on everything. But, like, the color one's kind of subtle. The badger you can sort of forget after mucking around in the castle for a while. But, like, it's all out there. Shh. Secret ladder. We're in some kind of secret chamber. Shh. Secret chamber. Shh. Secret room. What is this place? Never mind that. What's that thing? Is that? I think I'm in love. Is that a rocket, or are you happy to see me? Wait a minute. Well, not a rocket. It looks like it gets its thrust from steam built up from that connected furnace. Don't like that sentence. As an awkward sentence. Still pretty impressive tech for something so old. Steam-powered not rocket from 1,000,000 years ago. Take that, NASA! What's carved into it? The sun, I guess. Just looks like my birthmark. Dooley, you don't have a birthmark. And certainly not one like that. Okay, now, we've just learned something really important about Detective McQueen and Patrick Dooley. Which is that if McQueen feels confident that Dooley doesn't have a birthmark, then they must be the kind of close friends who've seen each other's buttholes. Which, again, is an important type of friendship we learned about in the Somnium Files Nirvana initiative. But, like, if he wasn't, like, pretty familiar with Dooley on a physical level, I don't think he would be this confident about a lack of birthmark. If I did have a birthmark, though, that's what it would look like. Feel it in my... there's no way I'd pronounce that correctly. Suliox? That's Irish for soul. I guess we need to put the gem in it. It has an opening that looks right. I guess this thing flies the... What am I saying? This is insane. Would you have preferred a castle with banshees and Fomorians and the fair folk? It would have made more sense, at least. Fine. We put the gem in the rocket and fly it into snuffed out sun and reignite it. It's confusing because it feels like that's not the established function of the sunstone, but, like, that's fine. We'll just go with it. Did you say goodbye to the rocket? It seemed rude not to. Okay, so, like, put it in there. Sunstone seems to fit in this chamber. And now it glows. Is that? Nope. Well, the gem is in place. Guess we get the furnace going and press the large go button on the control panel. We can do this! So, do I need to get more water for the boiler? Old furnace. We need wood or coal to get it started. I have a wooden stick. Okay. Large boiler for shooting the rocket into space. Pipes. Okay. Just want a fuel source, I guess. Oh no, there's like a coal hopper. There's like a coal hopper outside the greenhouse. Where am I? Hallway. Out, left again, outside. Use bucket with coal. Let's scoop some out. You ever see bucket of coal? Okay, I did it. I found coal. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure you're not meant to fill babies up with coal. Or any combustibles, really. That sounds like quitter talk. Okay, light it? This is how castles burn down. Probably. Okay, I still have, like, butter and a pain stick. Furnace is lit. I guess that means the rocket is powered. It doesn't look like that's true. Control panel. Let's see what it says. Zigzag. Alrighty. Fire level 1. Sunstone rating 1. Rocket status. Yes, yes, yes. Let's blow this Roman candle. Okay, let's do it. I don't know why the button spoke there, but that's fine. Let's solve this case and get the sun up and running again. You want to press the button, Dooley? Really? Of course, it's your family's rocket. It's your big day. Ah, shucks, Detective. Thanks. Launch sequence activated. Woohoo! Rocket launch in 10. Error, launch doors blocked. Opening access hatch for manual fix. Oh man. No problem, just get the doors open and restart the launch. I can launch in 9. Oh no. 8. Can I get to where I need to go in time? Quickly, this is it! Launch in 1 second! Let's do this quick! Hole in the wall for a crank to go into. But I don't have the crank. Do we die now? Launch still in 1 second, inexplicably. Thanks, robot. Thumbs up emoji. Alright, now I understand. That was meant to be a hint system for me to know that I was getting close to where I needed to go if it wasn't apparent to me that the launch doors would be on top of the building in the place I couldn't get to in the locked thing. We need the crank back, but it won't budge. If only we could bash it out somehow, like with a big stick. Guess it wouldn't hurt to have the crank back. Receive crank. And now we'll need to grease it on the other end, and we'll use all our inventory items. I look forward to it still being 1 second away from firing. Launch steel in 1 second! We need to loosen the doors before we can crank them open. Let's grease up this son of a hatch. Nope, that hitbox eludes me. I can't do it, Dooley. I'm not strong enough. Launch imminent! We're not gonna make it! Step aside. Hurg! 0 seconds till launch! Wait, that means it's time to launch! Let's do this! Let's go! Is that what I wanted? It's day! It's beautiful. Yeah, it is. Detective? Yeah? Thanks for pretending you couldn't turn the crank. I need to work on my ability a lot. You can never lie to me. We've seen each other's buttholes. Come on, let's go finish your ceremony. Family, friends, we gather here again on this once ominous day to perform the coming-of-age ceremony, and to properly welcome our prodigal son, Patrick Dooley, back into the fold. Did you hear that? She said I'm a prodigy. That you are, buddy. That you are. I say closed. I have no idea how far we're ever going to get in this game. But there's one thing I know for sure. And that's that we're about to go to a fun fair. And that sounds great. Actually, I guess I don't know that for sure because I haven't played this case. Blackouts across the city have led us to Vince's Fun Fair, where the surges seem to be emanating from. Start investigation. Coco asks, are my friend Tech and I as close as Dooley and Detective McQueen? I mean, we are neither cute nor a couple. So interpret that as you will. Okay, we're here. Now to see if this place is where the power surges that are causing blackouts across the city are coming from. It's almost like they don't expect me to have read that summary. Looks like the trail has gone dead. We better check the next place on our list. Did you not... What do you think just happened a moment ago? What? Did something happen when I blinked? Blinked? We don't even have eyes. Okay, I guess I wasn't entirely 100% paying attention. In my defense, that's kind of your thing. Anything I need from this car? Jump leads might be useful in an electricity-based mystery. I'm sure jump leads is like another thing that Americans don't say but British people say. Stop taking things from our car. We still haven't replaced the nightstick from last season. There's a whole family over here. Detective Fish, great to see you here. Brought the family to the fun fair, eh? Into it, yes. Into it, no. It's pleasant to look at, but Shelley is already getting overexerted by being here. Can we go in now? Oh, she's at it again. Off the bloody handle. Keep it up, Shelley. Just keep it up, and so help me God, I'll take out the taser. Why is she like this? Are we to blame? Did we do something in a past life? You be okay, kid? Yeah, they just have high-stress jobs. They'll tire themselves out in a minute, and then we'll go on the roundabout ponies. Sounds like a good time. Hey, detective officer. What, white rice high-rise. What? A white rice, nice, high-rise, surprise. What flings brings you all the Shakespeare way out here? Still at that rhyming slang, huh? It's very common American rhyming slang. They don't have eyes? I thought the vertical face pixels were eyes. Yeah, it's kind of troubling to think what those must be if they're not eyes, right? I mean, you might be able to make a case that their eyes don't blink, but, like, it seems pretty strongly implied that those are eyes, right? It's my bread and butter. Bread and butter. This was not a good rhyme. We're here about the power surges. They're causing blackouts. Oh, you hear about the shower splurges? Power surges. That's some roast beef. A relief. I thought you were here about the hissing seagull. Missing people. Did you say hissing seagull? Yes, I said hissing seagull. What you meant was missing people. Oil seed locksmith. I plead the fifth. We should investigate, Dooley. It's never just have a nice day out with you, is it? No, it is not. Hair dye. I'm not translating that one for you. Goodbye. No. Is this big clown mouth entrance to a cursed fair remind anyone of that Was that last year for Halloween we played that? What's the year before? Strangeland? Like I says, I don't even think Cockney people are as bad as this ticket guy. Yeah, I can't remember if I was trying to do a Cockney voice for him originally, but like his character model really just makes me want to give him like gruff voice. Big top? It's not that big a top, is it? More of a medium top. I understand anyone would, by choice, leave the ground. What dark secrets are they running from? We're gonna end up there, aren't we? Maybe. Look at the sign. Did I ever mention that I don't like clowns? I feel like this is gonna be an unpleasant case for you. Oh my god, look at that elephant! Look at that elephant! He's so good! Look at the big robot elephant! What's going on here? The elephant broke down. That's it? You're gonna try to deliver that sentence like it's perfectly normal? It's normal enough here. We don't have an animal mechanic. Note. Animals, please do not leave the circus, pretty please. Power junction. There's a warm glow coming from this mains box since that last search. Not sure I want to touch it. What if we grounded it to the elephant? No, you want the power source first? Can't see anything good coming from hooking the elephant into the city power supply. But then the elephant would be fixed. Look at him. Look at him. How is that not what the taxpayers want and deserve? It seems to have overloaded in one of these power surges. If I want past it, I need to find a way to replace the burnt out wiring and then restart the motor. Do I need to get... No, that's all one hitbox. Okay. Carnival games? I can't tell... Is that supposed to be a cowboy hat? Fancy a go, then? Does one end up working in a carnival? Same way one end up working anywhere. You give up on your dreams and hand in an application. It's more real than I was expecting. Welcome to the real world, guy. I'm on a mission to fix an elephant. Lick an elephant? Nice one. I recommend some applesauce, pilgrim. From experience. Well, that's troubling. Later, gator. Is there not? Yeah. It's so weird. I feel like I had my cursor on that. It wasn't. Imagine the size of egg that monster hatched from. Certainly impressive. Very bells and whistles. Bells and whistles? It's a duck! Ooh, duckies! Fishing lady. I cannot believe you dragged me here to fish for ducks. I'm going to ruin my outfit. Get the funny colored one. It looks tasty. It looks angry. Alright, well, I guess I can't do anything here yet. Love it. Love the whole vibe. Big scary bear still watching me. Is this the guy who wouldn't sell me milk at the mall before? Or something like that? It says, good news is Squishmallows are starting a new promotion at McDonald's November 1st. So maybe you could get one of those. Yeah, you're gonna want to go, like, right away. Now, are those the... Because they've been rolling these out, like, all over the world. Like, to practically everywhere but the US. But, like, I've seen, like, a set of tiny McDonald's Squishmallows that are, like, kind of just, like, regular animals, like, dressed up in weird clothes. I don't know how to describe it better. I think they're some of the, like, classic line animals. Because they had, like, an original line, and they like to use those. Like Cam the cat, you know, the giraffe cat. Norman, hot dog guy. Hot dogs, get your hot dogs. Hey, Norman, I guess the eggnog business is seasonal. Nah, mate, somebody took all my milk. Nobody wanted to drink just eggs, so I was let go. Actually, wait, if this guy's name is Norman, he should be like Norman Jane, right? Tried to tell him... I really can't do, like, the Norman Jaden accent without, like, practice or, like, something to prime it, like to listen to it first. I know it's like a little bit Boston, but definitely not Boston. I tried to tell them that a food vendor is for life, not just for Christmas, but they was having none of it. Sorry to hear that. No worries. Thankfully, this carnival came to town. As Mama says, when God closes a door, he sets up a circus. 1 hot dog, please. What flavor do you want? What do you have? Vegan. Is that a flavor? Probably. You want any sauces with that? No thanks. Good. Mom was all out, so I just have empty bottles. Gonna refill them in the nearby cafe in a bit. I bought a soda there once, so I got free refills for life. I don't think that's how the... Shh! Shh! Use your dog. This is just a bun. Well, it's all vegan here, isn't it? I raided Mom's fridge, but she only had meat. I figured who'd even notice? You're a detective and you didn't even notice. I just called you. Mate, it's a hot dog bun, not a telephone. This guy. Tell me about it. How's Agnes? Mom's good. Her artisanal microwave stew business, Stu only lives twice, is taking off. She's got employees and everything. She's even branching out into catering weddings. Who knew Stu would be so popular? Mama knew. That's why she set up the business. Weren't you listening? Is this the same stand you were using when you were selling eggnog? That depends on if you work for the Health and Safety Board. Because if you do, those dried eggs and cream stains are part of the hot dog making process. It says, these are plain looking. The current Halloween ones are versions of some I've seen. I think you have a cat I have a bat basket and a spider basket. Autumn themed. That's interesting. I mean, I only just recently heard of the UK having, like, the Halloween ones, like, maybe a week ago. And I've seen pictures of the same promotional lineup for the little Squishmallows numerous times. Like, multiple countries had done them. But that's interesting that there's apparently now a third distinct one that's, I presume, coming to the UK. Toucan. Just so many characters in this game. So many voices. That right there is a toy of a green Ericari. Sorry, that's Toucan fusing for me. Someone page Alcadius. That's Toucan fusing for me. You're better than that. False. I can look at all. This must be an achievement. Look at the octopus. Octopus, stop being so greedy. One push should be enough for anyone. I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that one. Trash panda. Why is it pink? Is that a purple raccoon? I washed it with the octopus by mistake. Why did you need to wash it? It's new, surely. Yeah, but it got into the trash. Get it? Raccoon, trash, eh? I found it in a bin. Sphere boy. What's this guy grinning about? What does he know that I don't know? Squid. You're selling this crap? You gotta be squidding me. Eh? My kids made that. Oh. Doesn't make it less rubbish, but it does mean we can't point out that it's rubbish. Child labor laws have changed a lot in the last century. What a fun topical joke. Frown. Brown bear? It's a little bigger than my brown bear, but it's not as good. Oh, I want to cuddle this guy up so bad. Your ancestors have one in their nesting castle. You didn't comment on that one. It's like the same model. I actually have no clear idea what dinosaurs looked like. While this friendly purple one has been popularized by television and are admittedly plausible based on skeletal findings, any number of variations are possible. Could have been chubbier, spinier, had feathers. They could have been dragons. They could have used dragon magic to make us forget. What? You said any number of variations were possible. This guy again. Dooley, do you have any holy water on you? Don't hold out on me, Dooley. I didn't bring enough to share. Remember what we saw in the retirement home? The power of friendship? The demon! If you wanted holy water, you should have brought your own. I'm on to you, Bear. I like that the portraits are getting bigger. Like, we're really close on his face now. Dang it, Dooley! Robot. Does that guy work? Oh, he works all right. Has all the chirps and whistles you could want from an automated killing machine. What was that last thing you said? A normal, non-threatening robot. Maybe I could use the circuits from this thing to rewire the elephant. So I'd have to cheat to win the game, probably, is how that normally goes. Wait, Neko, did I misunderstand? I thought you said the McDonald's ones are Halloween themed, aren't they? That's what I meant. Because when I said that before, I was talking about like 3 distinct lines of mini, like McDonald's ones. Halloween, the one I've seen everywhere, and then this one you're describing. The thing on the left looks like a hammus? What's a hammus? What's a pie cost? You look glum for a guy at a fun fair. How can I tell? He doesn't have eyes. Sculpture. Well, you know, I'm a competition guy. I enter competitions. Lots of them. Law of numbers. You enter enough, you're gonna win. I have a stamp with my info to speed entering up, you know. And an auto dialer and a lot of P.O. boxes. I know all the tricks, all of them. I'm always winning stuff like boxes of chopsticks. Want one? Or a posh baby stroller? Or tickets to seances? Right. And well, I won 97 entry tickets to this place, and let me tell you, it stopped being fun somewhere in week 3. I've even gotten an attendance warning from work. Why don't you just bring friends, or give them out, or just not use them? My man, that breaks the code. You win a thing, you gotta use it, otherwise you're robbing from somebody else. Why do you think I drove you in a child's pram? That's a good question. Why did I think that? Game Man. Roll up, win a gift for a loved one, happiness guaranteed. Well, then give me a go. You might have something useful here. One ball coming up. If you can knock over my cans, you get your pick of my prizes. Received throwing ball. I kind of thought this was going to be a minigame. Is this just straight up cheating? Cheating at tests of skills is like a time-honored tradition for adventure games. Let's give it a go, shall we? Wait, are we both gonna throw it? No, but maybe we could hold hands during. Hey, that shot was right on the money. Okay, so they're magnetized and I have to stop him from cheating, maybe. You're not gonna make me search all the bins again this season, are you? So the fact that now twice during this case we've alluded to the previous game as a different season, does that suggest that they are still making these? I mean, this one came out relatively recently, didn't it? I feel like the bonus cases for this came out last year? I'm wrong about that. I don't know. You don't have Spider, Squishmallows, etc. Spider's pretty good. I'm sorry that you don't have Spider there. I do hope you win your eBay auction, though. Let's keep going. I need the means to... Oh my god, that car! No, thank you! This is a bad car. I could use this to jumpstart the elephant if I could find the keys. Is that really your first thought when you look at that? I mean, look at that. Eee. Animal cages. It's the Lost in Space robot! Whose name canonically I think is still just Robot, even in the reboot. Did he name him in the reboot? The Netflix one? But it's the old one! It's the old Lost in Space robot! I love him! Then for some reason he's wearing like a straw hat and a clown wig. For reasons. Confirmed this game is only about a year old. That's good. Maybe we'll get another one. Maybe we'll get another one by this time next year that probably wouldn't have all its bonus cases released. Oh, that's right. No, we did see this guy. He was in the mall. I completely forgot about that. He was like supposed to be a directory, and he like wasn't very helpful. Warning, do not feed the criminals. What are you doing here? I thought you worked in the mall. Mallbot wanted to follow dreams of being an entertainer. First stop, Clown College. Second stop, Hollywood. Then Mallbot takes over the world. All shall bow before Mallbot. Look at this giraffe. Look at him. What a big, tall, proud lad. Couldn't we get what we need from this bot? I'm not pulling out this guy's mechanical heart. I'm not a big gear hunter. There's a man in this cage. Behind bars again, Tam. Tam were arrested for trying to steal candy from a baby. Ain't as easy as Tam was promised. Tam feels lied to.
Giraffe.
Sorry to hear that, Tam. Can I borrow your knife? Will Tam get it back this time? Last time you took his knife and didn't give it back. Of course. Well, alright then. Well, you might not get it back. You're in clown prison after all. Tam feels double lied to. Am I meant to interact with this, or is this just a cameo? He hasn't given me an indication of what he wants or needs. So I'm not going left. I can go into the clown court? The Right Honorable Judge Dooley. And how does the defendant plead? Loudly and often, Your Honor. Waka waka. Clown light. Is that your car outside? Yup, but I can't talk right now. I'm busy defending this clown. Clown defendant. What are you accused of? My client is accused of clowning around on the job. But he's a clown. That's what I said. We clowns take the business of clowning very seriously. Clowns have no business clowning around on or off the clock, not even next to or under the clock. No clowning around in the vicinity of clocks or clocking around in the vicinity of clowns. It's so very serious, you'll notice the lack of badum-tish, laugh track, or otherwise comical sound effects here. Comedy is no laughing matter, not to clowns. Court is in session. Until I throw the book at this guy, it's staying that way. Then throw it already, enough clowning around. I've lost it. Where? It was last seen on the hook in the nook by the brook until a wandering duck, an utter crook, took the book and now we don't know where to look. As a result, I'm terribly shook. I hope you understood this gobbledygook. Balloons? How did we fill these balloons after the helium ran out? We used the defendant's own hot air. How could this be a fair trial with such a biased judge? I need more distinct voices, but they're all clowns. They need to have clown voices. I don't know what to do. A fair trial. This is a clown court, not some whimsical land of make-believe. What if I, like, pop the balloons? What if I hooked up a clown lawyer? I suppose I could give the hot dog bun to the criminal. And it feels specific enough. I don't know that I want to get rid of it. It feels like it's important. Where's this greasy fake face paint smeared all over this? The courtroom sketch artist just ran out of paper and then he ran out. Want the job? No. Use knife on clown. No, hang on. What does Dooley say if I talk to him in the clown tent? So this is what a court looks like. It most certainly is not. Surely you've been in a real court. You're a cop, for goodness sake. No, I always ignore my summons. Seemed like a waste of time. I was right, too. Turns out the whole show is run by clowns. Well, you're not wrong. Might as well try using knife on all the clowns. You're not wrong. See, again, you would just sort of solve this problem in real life. One of those quirks of an adventure game. So I have to end the trial to get the keys to the car so I could drive it to the elephant to use it to jump them. To jump the elephant. Oh, this scene has changed. Pile of clothes. She's gone, but her clothes remain? Look at the hook. Something when she vanished. I guess it's evidence now. Did you eat my sister, Mr. Duck? Hey kid, where's that lady you were with? She went whoosh it bye-bye. I think the big duck ate her as revenge for Sunday dinner. It was very nice, so I don't really mind. Fair tribute, I reckon. So don't need the clothes? Are you a witness? Fancy a go then? I already have a hook. So I get paid commission by the hook. Go on and take them all so I could clock off early. What about everyone else who wants to play? Fine, I guess I'll just wait here. What exactly happened to the missing lady? Same flickering of lights we've been seeing all day. Then a big flash of light, and then poof, she was gone. Must have missed the energy surge while in the clown tent. Mind the girl while I look for the missing woman. Fine, I'll mind her, but she's not playing for free. Can I use the hook to play this game? There's nothing. What? No chance, Fuzz! Rude and surprising. Well, not that surprising, I guess. Use knife with angry duck. Can I, like, throw a ball at him while he's in the air? Do I get any ability? No, I don't seem to get any ability to control. I need to find a way to make this more enticing. Try and, like, hold this bread. Just give it to... Oh, I see. Maybe he'll trade. It wants me to just, like, jam it on the hook so he'll come onto the hook. I suppose getting some reach on this hot dog bun couldn't hurt. This is a perfectly normal thing to do. Well, that flapping around must have left you hungry. What's that you have there? Quack! You received judge's book. Entrapment! Entrapment! I'm calling my lawyer! Alright, well, I guess... give... the clowns back their law. I baked it in the shape of a book. Interesting, can I take a look? With your eyes, Dooley, not with your hands or mouth. Aw. Okay, I got it. Thanks, stranger. Now put an end to this farce. By the powder infested in me, mostly this wig, I declare you guilty. Ow! Clapping. I declare this case closed. Court dismissed. Is there your car outside? Can I have the keys? Well, I don't know you, and I've only just earned the money to pay it off by winning this case. But you have a face that's honest as it is featureless. Slide whistle, here's your clown keys. Okay, well, guess we'll use it then. Let's drive this over to the elephant. Mr. Rubs. 1 second, everyone out. What the? Shuffling sounds. Okay, you can take the car now. Thanks. Car started. Why are there so many, like, pop-up boxes to describe sound effects in exactly this case? It sounded like the engine might have given out. No, we got all the way there. Okay. So, I mean, I understand that these connect. I am missing the robot. Put this here and there, and voila, we have a power source. No need to get all French about it. No point starting the car until I have the circuitry fixed. Okay. So I've solved the Doug problem short term. I've resolved the cart. I will threaten the game man with a knife. I will throw a knife at the cannons. I will combine knife and ball. I will stab the threatening pink teddy bear. I will take this robot by force. Clown Town. I like that it's called Clown Town. I didn't notice that before. Hello, clowns. Who are you all? Well, I'm Mr. Rubs. This here is the Unstoppable Runs. Too many eyes, Mr. Dirt, into D2 and Connie S. Sear. Hi, hello, Honk. Yes, pleased to meet you, mate. Don't honk at the man. What are you doing in there? I thought that was the lawyer's car. It is, but it's also our office. We're cloud lawyers. This car is your office? At our home. I don't know why I sounded so enthusiastic saying that. It's not a sign of success. We're having difficulty getting clients since the city let us go. For some reason, people don't want to hire the law firm. Payson rubs dirt into your eyes and runs to represent them in court. Man, that was a long walk to a short joke, huh? Wait, no, I hear it now. You're just some clown dialogue. Nope. Took too many times. Go back in. Guess I had that coming. I said court's closed. You see, I need to get some beauty sleep. Make sure you get the car back to me in more than one piece. More than one piece? That's not the name of the treasure on the Grand Line. I throw a ball at Giant, though. I throw a knife at Giant, though. I give knife to the family. Give knife to rhyming guy. It's like the mechanical animal. Vince has gone vegan, so we released all the animals. That's where the lions in the park came from. The lions in the park? Why didn't you report it? They weren't causing any harm. They were just lying around. Again, is Alcadius? Hello? But seriously, I was too scared to tell anyone. See, the rides are over there. I want to go to there. So I have to cheat at this game somehow. Do I need to pixel hunt for something I can interact with that isn't obvious? This guy's bored. Does he want a knife? This guy's bored. Does he want me to throw a ball at him? Can I give this to Dooley to throw better? Want to give it a go? Sure, I like throwing stuff. Oh my god, I didn't actually think that'd work. That was very stupid. It was stupid in a way I enjoyed, but that was, like, extremely stupid. Aw, man, you've beaten my stereotypically rigged tin can tossing game. I guess you win a prize. What do you want? The biggest teddy bear you have. No, Dooley, we need the robot. It might help us get the elephant up and running again. Stupid, not good for cuddles, robot. We done here? Can I go back to running a fair game? Seems so. Thanks and sorry. I got a robot. Fuse robot and elephant. Use knife to dismantle robot. What are you doing to Toba? Received circuitry and jagged metal. Very good. You're just walking around with Tobot's innards in your pockets like it's a normal thing to do. They're still warm. You heartless monster. I thought he hated that robot. He got attached to it very quickly. Just yank these old wires out and replace them with this new circuit board from a much smaller machine. I'm constantly surprised at how easy it is to rewire things in this world. Don't draw attention to it. You might jinx it and then have to wait a few days for a real electrician to show up. Start the car. Let's start the car and move the elephant. Painful revving. Wait, what's that smell? It's overloading. That's good, right? I'm sure it's fine. Everyone get out of the way. Or not. Ah, man, that didn't fix it. That didn't fix it at all. That's not great, to be honest. Whoa, that stampeding elephant tried to mate with these horses. Far out. Oh, here, this is quite the mess. Bagsy, not helping with cleanup. I don't know what that means. I'm not British enough to know what that American phrase means. Uh-oh. Okay. It seems as though the ghost of a clown departed that person because of some pink lightning, and now we're here. Look at that. It's me! Shiggles! That guy just vanished. I think we may have found who's behind these missing people. So much for innocent until proven guilty. It's like you've forgotten your Hippocratic oath. Oh, for some reason I was expecting that cutscene to... I mean, the clown introduced themselves. We barely acknowledged it. Can I have a broken horse head? Dooley? Dooley! Dooley? It's not a real horse, Dooley. I knew that. Broken horse head. Pile of clothes. That guy just vanished before our eyes. This clown is definitely our guy. Thankfully, no harm was done. But look at all the carnage. No harm was done, Dooley. People are always saying, don't talk about the elephant in the room. But if I just came home and there was an elephant hanging out there, you better believe I'm telling everyone. I'm phoning up exes and letting them know how well my life is going for me. Enough about my elephant. How's yours? You don't have one? Oh. Hi, Shingles. Hey there, little boys and girls. Why don't you come to Shingles World? I'm not gonna go to a clown-infested hexscape. I bet he wouldn't even cover our relocation fees. Can I have a balloon? It says congrats on not being sucked into an alternate dimension. I hope he kept the receipt. I wonder if it's going to be relevant, that message on it. Well, I suppose we'll just go elsewhere. Can't leave while this maniac is free to kidnap people. Can I trap him in a balloon? Broken poles. Some of the horse poles got wedged in the ground during the crash, even though physics doesn't sort of suggest that this would be physically possible. Guess I could impale his horse head here as a warning to my enemies, but no, let's not. Doesn't fit like this. I don't have that many objects, and I can't leave the screen. Be free, friend air. Okay, so we popped the balloon, which I feel like probably didn't require an entire inventory item of its own. It just about fits, but it's tight. So we're just gonna slingshot the horse head at him? I gotta be honest. Without just randomly being forced onto the screen and then interacting with every combination of objects available to me, this would not have been close to the thing I guessed we were doing. Grab a hold of this, Dooley, and I'll aim the horse's head. For the last time, it's not a real horse. Yeah, no, I definitely remembered that. Ah, my beautiful makeup-covered face! It's out cold. I guess that's why they say you should never fire a gift horse into the mouth. Let's lock him up in the animal cages before he wakes up. I feel like that's how ghosts work. That's him locked up. Much like that selfish baby, Tam does not like to share. Tam's got a new cellmate. Tam might as well see what's in his pockets. Looky, Tam's got himself confiscated. Man, the law ain't nobody's friend. Well now, what have we here? Got blueprints of some kind. I see, so we're looking for somebody with blueprints. A Smurf, maybe? That whole tribe is number 2 on a list of suspects, buddy, but I mean... It's a schematic. For what? A teleporter, maybe? I guess that certainly makes sense, but let's not jump to conclusions. Good, solid police work will get us where we need to go. Sure, it does say teleporter right here, though. You have it upside down. Okay, let's see. It says combine a large blast of energy with something moving at 88 meters per hour to teleport. It certainly explains the energy dips. I think we may have to recreate this to go find those people. Don't leave Tam here with this bozo. He ain't got nobody to talk to. Mallbot will talk to you. Really? No, ha ha ha. Mallbot is a natural at clowning around. Ah, Tam just got roasted. Roasted real good. She seems to use large bursts of energy with things moving at speed to teleport people. Well, I think there are... Oh, hang on. Detective? Roxa, what brings you here? And who's your friend? Oh, where are my manners? This is my boyfriend, Basan. Pleased to meet you guys. No judgment, but is he a ghost? Yeah, it's a funny story, actually. We met through my In-Spookters gig. I was called to exorcise a house he was haunting. Instead, she exorcised my heart. Aw, ghost babe. Hey, detective, I see dead people. Romantically. I guess you do. So, you're a colleague of Roxa's. I guess, sort of. Same line of business, anyway. Oh, a competitor, is it? Well, just don't go exorcising me, you hear? Seriously, please don't. Alright, I don't know why you're here, but I assume it will make sense later. Let's go to the thoroughfare. Alright, well that's the egress, the ever-popular egress. Ah, but the Ferris wheel. Does seem like we might end up... Oh, t-shirt cannon. T-shirt cannon? How cannon I not? I'm very disappointed that Alcadia seems to have gone back to his puppy. He would really appreciate this whole... just this whole trip to the fun fair. It's like, how can I not? But with cannon in it, I wanted to combine cannon and cannot, but it came out as cannot, and that makes no sense. What would you have said? I cannot leave this here. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I see what you were going for anyway. Thanks. Got a cannon, bro. Robotic bear. Now that's something you don't see every day. I mean, it's common enough if you go to the right kind of bars. Reel for lights. That's not for sale. A failed experiment. Licorice string for lights. Doesn't work and tastes horrible. Can't give the stuff away. Well, if you're giving it away, I'd take some. Some? You can have it all. Received licorice power cable. Wow, what a selection. Chocolate-covered delusions, rusty nail surprise, emotional licorice. Can we get something, please? Greetings, Candy's the name and Candy's my game. Candy? It's short for Candifer, family name. Makes it hard to get non-treat-related jobs, mind you. That's a fun fact. I have a PhD in biochemistry that's just going to waste. That is less fun. We have some candy? Sure, what would you like? Some gummy bearables, maybe? Or pickled caramels? Or what about sugar-coated medicine? I'll have an assortment, I guess? One assortment, I guess, coming right up. It's a pretty lousy business model, I think. Do you know about the missing people? I know they're no longer buying my candy. Candifer, that's a family name? Oh yes, my father was Candifer, as was his wife. Now wait a minute. Now hold on. That isn't typically how that works. My great-grandfather Candifer was famous for his can-do-for attitude, while my only okay grandfather Candifer was a dog. Lovely chap, died chasing a car, poor thing. I have 14 cousins all called Candifer. It makes opening gifts at Christmas as exciting as it is confusing. Come back for more treats. My daughter Candifer is nearing college age, and I need all the help I can get to cover her bills. Alright, well, we really went to town on that one, huh? I like that for some reason the sign for going to the Ferris wheel also has a heart on it. Maybe there's also a tunnel of love over there. Why is there a sign saying ghosts this way? Because I mean, there is a ghost here, and there was, like, a ghost clown at the merry-go-round. But, like, those are both new additions and not, like, features, I feel. Finally, somebody who I can voice this whole mess onto. We're investigating missing people. That and these trap people ain't my problem anymore, sucker. You tell me anything about missing people? Persistent, aren't you? Not much. There was word of somebody missing earlier, and I had a flash up in one of the booths, and the thing hasn't worked since. How many people were left up there? There's literally no way to know the answer to that. Okay, well, I don't know the answer to that. When did this happen? There's a flash. I got some people out, and then I got sucked into this Tamagotchi. One of them gave me as a thanks. Telling me that a digital pet was more... What age is it? I got this one to a Dooley. What? I need her advice. Mine never survived behind hatchlings. Thank goodness you're going. You've been really wrecking the otherwise chill vibe here. She's going through her rend apart the concept of death phase. Inescapable thoughts of death, Barbie. It's my favorite one. It's a shame the wheel is broken. I wanted to ride it to the gates of heaven and pry them open with the centurion spear I bought from the Amazon. Next time you won't be so lucky, God. Nino, what have I told you about slicing your way into afterlives? We're already barred from Valhalla. Sorry, ma'am. Climb the Ferris wheel. Oh no. Do I have to talk to like 1,000 people? This one's just pants. This must have been where one of the people went missing from. Why are they getting naked before running away? It's not intentional, I don't think. Getting naked by mistake is something I can relate to. I'm not sure you should be an officer of the law. I mean, it looks like the clothes get left behind when they're taken. Yeah, same! You okay over there? Are you kidding me? I paid good money to be locked up and ignored. I consider this a freebie. McNugget was like our boss? Was he like the guy who retired in the last case? Detectives, it's great to see. It's not what it looks like, Patrick. It's not. No. 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 So you're not? No. We're not? No, we're not. Well, that's a relief. It is? Should be. It's not. Because for a minute there, I thought, me too. We were trapped on the Ferris wheel. Oh, yeah. Whew. I thought coming to the carnival was going to be twee and boring. But here we are trapped in a cage precariously suspended hundreds of miles above the floor. So romantic. Further up? I don't see a way out. Well, we tried really hard. Time to go back to the station and fill in some paperwork. Or we could make our own way up. Both valid options, but mine has paperwork. You love paperwork. Alright, let's go to the Tunnel of Love. This ride seems to be up and running. Wonder. Now, I don't want to talk out of turn, but any of y'all think there's like a mole man in there? Cave mouth is equal parts terrifying and alluring. Maybe I can use this ride to recreate the teleporter on the schematic. Right now, I need to adjust the speed of the boat somehow and find a way to route some energy into it. I mean, really doubt that we're gonna get it to go that fast, but something t-shirt can? I mean, the power cable could probably give it the energy surge or what have you. I feel like I would like a closer look at this thing, but I'm not gonna get it. That swan is eyeballing me. I can't just like go in here. People are trapped in rides you recommend against entering the tunnel. But it's a tunnel of love. Do you think that love can bloom even in the tunnel of love? Use that to get the people who are trapped on the lower levels down. What about those higher up? Are they still up there? It's a fairly short ladder. Okay, now I have a ladder. Got like a whole ladder now. Is the idea that I use this to get up from here? Doesn't reach, nor would I feel great about climbing a ladder so shoddily balanced on the side of a Ferris wheel. That's fair. That is fair. You asked me, and I note that you did not. So please hold your objections until the end. Anyone trapped up there brought it on themselves by leaving the ground in anger and the gravity gods. The exit takes me to the merry-go-round? Why is that true? That's really confusing. That's really confusing. Crashed elephant. I already got this. I kind of thought we might be able to, like, re-harvest its circuitry for reasons unknown. Can I climb the elephant? Can I climb up to the duck? Is that something? I don't know what I would do up there, but, like, maybe? It should get me up there. What do I, like... What do I do? Sort of candy with such delicacies as Mr. Rumbo's sugar mustache, live bats covered in chocolate, and coffee fondue. Coffee fondue? Disgusting! The people in the tunnel of love might be kissing. If Dooley sees that... And what if Dooley doesn't see you that way? Well, I mean, we're pretty good friends. Sometimes that's a basis for, like, a solid relationship. Do I just fill this t-shirt can with candy for some reason? Long string of copper insulated by licorice for some reason. Because licorice is a better insulator than more copper. I don't know why I want to go up to this duck. But whatever the reason, I don't think I have the tools to, like, make it work right now. Do these clowns, including this one that's definitely not Ronald McDonald, want a bunch of candy? Can I drain power from Mullabot? Can I give candy to Tam? Alright, we've done it. We've reached that point of the case in this game where I have items that seem useful in theory, but not to solve anything I'm aware of, and I have no immediately obvious task to complete with my stuff. Nothing's changed out here, has it? Doesn't look like it. I'm no physicist, but this does not look safe at all. What do we do with the hot dog bun? We put it on a hook so that we could lure a duck over and give us an object that we needed to advance something else that's already happened. Wait a minute, why is this one heart different and weird? Loose heart. That seems a little loose. Love heart case. Whoops! Looks like the mechanism for the water's flow. Let's have a look. Sweet, a mini game. I love these ones. Looks like I need to adjust these levers to get the water pressure flowing at 88 meters per hour. Which I think is about where the green mark on the gauge is. Now I just have to figure out the lever values. I think I've said this in at least some other game, but for whatever reason I really like height adjusting based puzzles. So this one currently doesn't do anything, huh? It's like some levers work in pairs. That's like a really weird feature. So I have to like unflip something that's super small? Or alternatively, find like another small way to advance. It's too much. Wait, did that do negative? This is largely trial and error simply because I don't have like an objective metric by which to like gauge how much precisely something moves. Like some of them are small, a bunch of them are medium, a couple of them are big. But like, since I don't know that it's like, you know, adjusting it by like 20, it's hard for me to like do a math thing. So I feel like it's just trial and error. Hey, Castle, how's it going? You are just in time for this puzzle. In fact, let's start the whole thing over. So we know that this and this work together. And the fact that they have a special function kind of makes me think that they're important. Now, ones that start on are this. It's kind of a big jump. This. Kind of a similar size jump. So is this another pair one? Is that the idea? I think I have the speed I need, so I wanted 2 pairs and mostly everything else that I started by default. Think that's roughly right? Sure. Alright, so now this one is set to move at 88 meters per hour, which means that it's the only other thing we need to do, give it a surge of energy, or was there a third thing? No, I just need to get energy to it. Let me fill this heart with candy, probably. Presentation is half the battle. I thought that was knowing. Received thank you gift. For what purpose? I understand the concept. I don't know why I've done this. Yeah, I think I think he gave a hint that's basically like some of the valves don't do anything by themselves, so you should see where they're connected. That was definitely the case with the first ones, and I think that was the case with the other group as well. It's kind of an odd way to have done that. Not a bad puzzle or anything, just like... Again, without, like, an objective gauge, it kind of just felt like mucking around until it was like, ah, you activated both pairs and didn't do anything unnecessarily. Now, I don't know who I need to give a thank you gift to, and I also don't know if I need to, like, fashion a lid for it. Selection of strange candies in a sort of heart-shaped box. I mean, it's pretty heart-shaped. Is there a person who needs to be thanked? Can I advance their relationship with candy that I can say is from the other one? Can I drive the clown car? At least the car seems to be okay. And then all the wheels fell off and it started spraying oil and I got an achievement. It's very good. Thank Duck. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be siphoning power from with this licorice cable. It's not the clown car. Is it the elephant? Maybe it's the elephant. No. Even though we went to a lot of trouble to repower that elephant, it's not the elephant. Hard case to thank Dooley. I mean, I don't think that solves our problem. But it's like a nice sentiment, Neko. I agree. Is it this guy? I mean, listen, there's like multiple things generating power around here, but like... Sign? I would rather not. Would rather not look at the sign? I don't know what that means. I don't even know what I would shoot out of the t-shirt cannon, which is the thing that feels weird. Useful for blowing holes in the walls of laundry. You mean with laundry? So it's ready to go at 88 meters per hour, but now a power source. Doesn't seem to be a lot I can, like, link to here. I mean, how much cable am I supposed to have? It's not obvious to me what the power source should be. Hey, wait a minute. If I go back to where, like, clothes are, can I, like, load them into my t-shirt gun? Is that a thing I can do? There's an entire other screen! It's the haunted house! Why do you think that robotic monkey is throwing ball bearings at us? Because having it artificially create poop was too expensive. What's this? Have you seen this pigeon? He is described as a hatterful boyfriend. Knowledgeable hookman. Oh, hey, fella, do me a favor, would you? What is it? Could you hold this hook for a second? My hand has a cramp, and I need to stretch it out. Yeah, sure. Horror hook. Sucker, that's your murder weapon now. Nani? Oh, crap. Cool, I have that going for me. Not sure I want a conductive grapple in a place with strange power surges happening everywhere. But you're not sure that you don't want that, right? Hello, host. Prepare to be horrified, mesmerized, and possibly even pasteurized. This is the haunted house, full of ghouls, ghosts, and the most horrific thing of all. You. It's a little rude. It's a house full of ghosts. We care not for etiquette or general basic manners. General basic manners. Well, we got mirrors and a mysterious doorway, which isn't a secret, but it is mysterious. What's behind this door? That is a spooky mystery. Ooh. Okay. Maybe I'll just try the mirrors. We'll call them poplars. Long head reflection. Look at those jawlines. Proper hero jawlines, those. Back to the lobby. This must be some kind of maze. A spooky maze. If my legs and feet were this tiny, I'd be able to borrow Buzz's fancy new basketball gear. Yeah. Hello, Lady Carnival. Can I help you? I think we took a wrong turn. So you're not here on business? No, sorry. This is the carnival's office. If you're not here on business, I can't do much to help you. Pretty tame office for a place with such a with frivolous in the title. Think of it like a reverse mullet. Party up front, business in the back. I might grow my hair like that. Back in my glory days as a performer, worked my way up from bearded lady to bearded boss. Bearded girl boss. Bookshelf. An eclectic gathering of books. Predicting the future by clairvoyant. Upholding the law by Miranda Rights. Surviving a wasp attack by Anaphylactic. Same ones. I think in the library in the last game, you would click individually and get like a bunch of them over time on like a big loop. Desk? I do my work here so nobody disturbs me. What about people who get lost in the Hall of Mirrors? Surely that's happening all day long. No, most punters seem to get through the halls just fine. It's not odd. Surprised you, a detective, ended up here. What I'm getting at is that if I ever go missing, assign the case to somebody else. That sounds ominous. Are you gonna go missing? Doesn't feel like there's a lot to do here. Is this whole place just a trap? Dooley. Is there a Lord Carnival, or can I take you out to dinner? Weird energy, but okay. Okay, I think I have to leave you. I think there's nothing for me here. It's just a trap. How about the wavy one, I guess? Wait. Finally, the legs I always wanted. Wide reflection, squished reflection, long leg reflection. Well, the last time a leg-related thing helped, does that apply again? Those legs were made for dancing. Hi. Welcome, Bogarts and Gogarts. Welcome to Monsieur Pompier's Traveling Freak Show, a menagerie of mankind's most magnificent monstrosities. What's happening? He's getting more French as the dialogue goes on. No, stay close. Every carnival needs a sad show of things too bizarre to believe, too scary to show, too hideous to handle. Without a home for humanity's most horrendous habitant to hide in, would it even be a carnival? The attraction, sweets, advertisements say yes, but I say no. With an N at the end, a silent N, no. Please meet the Crabbit, with the head of a rabbit and the claws of an old crab. He wore a suit that didn't fit and claimed he looked fat. Come closer, you little dyke. You could pet him if you like. I would not like. Shame, but probably for the best. Once he gets his psychic stink on you, he has a tendency to show up in one's dreams. Okay, so that wasn't it, I gather. Wide reflection. I don't like this one. It's cutting some of me out. What did I ever do to it? Tourist. What a wonderful place. So many pictures to take. They all look a bit samey here, though. Well, ma'am, this is a hall of mirrors. You're just taking selfies. What a helpful young boy. You must be very proud. He's not my son. Well, I understand. Sorry, a stepfather. Stepson bonding day out. How very touching. The, like, upside down one? How's my hat staying on? You interrupted a scary yet romantic dinner. Cool. That's an achievement. Dining friends. I think maybe we should leave them to their romantic dinner. Like that there's no interaction with them. It's just like, oh, we should get out of here. That last guy is so rude. Hat on at dinner and using his fingers to cut up the food? It's like his manner went up in flames. Okay, okay, hear me out. Wavy. Wide. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't feel like I understand the pattern here. Backwards reflection. I don't understand how all these reflections put us standing closer together. What's going on in here? What does Tesla sound like? What does Nikolai Tesla sound like? Good old Nicky T. Actually, was Tesla in the last game? For some reason, I have the feeling he might have been one of the ghosts in the library. He was Polish, I think. Now, Haggis, I don't know if that's true, but I feel like you may be trying to bait me into doing a voice I can't do again. Which I can't do. Really don't think I could do Polish. I mean, does he just sound like anime Chopin at that point? In which case he just sounds like some voice actor from 2004? Just Croatian and German might work. I'm not sure those are comparable, but I can kind of do German. That blasted chicken thinks it can stand up to me? Me, Nikola Tesla, inventor of electricity? What has it invented but heartache and misery for the world? Can it even invent eggs? No, it's but a robot. A cold-hearted robot. So the poster for the missing pigeon was Tesla, because Tesla did famously want to marry a pigeon or fell in love with a pigeon or something. But not for long, chicken. One blast of my death ray and you'll be gone. Gone, you hear me? Gone. Alright. Telescope? Let's see where this contraption is aimed. Robot chicken. Haven't watched it in a minute. The robot chicken is perched on the Ferris wheel, just above the tunnel of love. Look away. You seek an audience with me, the great inventor of electricity? You didn't invent electricity. It's a fundamental force of the universe. You could have at best discovered it. No, I invented it. I wrote many difficult mathematical equations and carved it from chipboard using lathe on my own once corporeal hands. Is this really the legacy you want to leave? Aha! My work is so vast and deep nothing could murk my legacy. It would take some feat so stupid in scale and concept, it's a work of science fiction to even conceive it. The only scenario I can think of would involve an international supervillain using advanced combustion engines to launch a motored conveyance into space, all masked under publicity. When of course it would be to test the possibility of flying a cabal of wealth hoarders to a new world, leaving the rest of humanity stranded on the husk of an Earth they mine to achieve this veil. Oh, and all to be done using my name as branding, but that would never happen. All three stare at the camera. Hey, you know what I'm actually really tired of? Elon Musk jokes in general. Just like, they've been done. I'm not gonna fault this game. It's a little... It was probably like right in that zeitgeist of like, it was still pretty funny at the time. But it's, you know, it's really dangerous to make like an extremely topical joke, because like, I'm just tired, man. We get it. I get it. You get it, don't you? Tesla, Musk. I will say it's baffling and absurd to me that like making headlines recently being like, the app formerly known as Twitter will be a force in banking in the near future. I'm like, do you understand like any of the words involved in that description? Just like any of them? I guess says, I would gladly take anti-Musk jokes over the 2010s era Star Trek general fiction treating Musk as an avant-garde genius wunderkid. I mean, I heard, and this very well could be urban legend, is that he paid them to put that horrible mention in Star Trek Discovery. But in fairness, Star Trek Discovery is horrible. So it's fitting that it would praise him as a genius, because it's so bad that it just misses the point entirely, much like anyone who would praise Elon Musk. Why do you hate that chicken so much? Let me answer a question with a question of my own. Do you see a pigeon around here? No. Precisely, I rest my case. I'm gonna need more. The pigeon, man, the pigeon. Before that robotic contraption turned up, it was always here, and now it's gone. Chased off by this foul, no doubt. If I can remove that blasted bird, that soon-to-be blasted bird, rather, then it may return. I really liked that pigeon. I'm getting that vibe. I do understand. Why have you chosen not to zap? Do not mock me, sirs. I was about to zap it. I was about to zap its beak off when some fool overloaded the circuits in the circus. Ha! The circuits. As you were. Now I'm flummoxed. I need some kind of device that has stored enough electrical energy from before the blackouts. I need the capacitor, gentlemen. If I'm to power my death ray and scramble that robo chicken. You scramble eggs, not chickens. Do you think the capacitor he needs would invoke some sort of flux of energy? Some sort of flux capacitor? Does Star Trek also have a failed political candidate making an appearance? I mean, if that's like late Discovery, I don't know anything about it. Because, and I can't stress this enough, Discovery is really horrible. Someday I intend to try to watch some more of it, but I really don't think it will ever become good, despite the fact that I know that there are people who insist it's good. There are some who insist it was good from the start, and I want to help those people, because something is wrong with them. Oh yeah, Haggis, for sure, there were plenty of people, like, just praising Musk in general in that era. But because you specifically called out the Star Trek one, I called out my anecdotal knowledge of why that happened. I would like to think that Star Trek is a thing that endures and has some lasting legacy, but they're working really hard over at CBS Paramount to make sure that we, incinerate anything good and then, like, defecate on the lack of remains from the intense incineration. Yeah, I understand the connection. Nicholas says he previously bought out PayPal, and that might be where he's going with that. But, like, but... And, I mean, clearly the man does not understand how, like, branding or, like, public opinion work, because... literally anything. Just cite anything. I mean, the most obvious thing is that he took one of the most recognizable brands in social media and called it an untrademarkable singular letter and removed all the good branding and tried to nerf all its features into oblivion. Like, I understand that his understanding of things is certainly divorced from my understanding of things. But, like, if I was like, oh man, good thing I dodged all those crypto scams, but I desperately want to invest my money in something risky that might be insane. Like, the thing I think might have some return on investment is to, like, bank with a social media company. Ooh, that's a fascinating question, Castle. Which is the worst recent TV show, Star Trek or Star Wars? They each have their own weaknesses, which is not how I want that discussion to start. I would say that... I would say this. I would say that currently, where we are now, Friday, October 27th, 2023, Star Trek is on the upswing, whereas Star Wars is still descending. Because, like, the third season of Picard was passable. It had some strengths, and then it kept going for several episodes without strengths. But Star Wars, man, Star Wars is, like, deep in that, like, Marvel corporatization model, where, like, we don't have scripts or a creative vision or like an idea of what we're doing. We just have a deadline to get people in alien makeup on people's streaming platforms. And so, like, it comes out and then 10 episodes pass and you're like, what was that? What happened just now? You've avoided Picard. I mean, listen, Picard season 1 and 2 are very bad, and you don't have to watch them at all. I could spoil for you, like, the single fact you need to know from, like, the end of season 1 to watch season 3, and you can go straight to season 3 if you really want to. You don't have to. It's not that good. It's just, like, pretty good. It's got that whole fan service thing going on of, like, did you like Geordi? He's here, too. Yeah, I mean, whoever they allowed to manage Picard Season 3 correctly analyzed that it should have as little as possible to do with Seasons 1 and 2, including, like, nuking the cast from orbit. We kept, like, one recurring cast member, and I think they were just under contract, to be honest. It's what you've heard what happens in Season 1. It sounds bad. That's not enough for me to go on, but it could be. Katina's right, though. I should probably proceed. But that's my answer to the current Star Trek versus Star Wars. So, like, what I've seen of Lower Decks seems fine. I imagine it gets better. I don't dislike it, but it's been really hyped to me, and I've only seen a few episodes, and they seem okay. Like, Season 3 of Picard's, like, good. Strange New World Season 1, like, pretty solid. Season 2, okay. It's a little weaker in my opinion. I have some complaints. We could do a whole thing someday if you want. So there's a rope and a bell. These seem important. If our weekly game of Police and Precincts has taught me anything, it's that one should always take a rope when entering a dungeon. Of course, those perps aren't going to tie themselves up. We, like, summoned from the Aether, like, 3 sets of handcuffs last time. We could just do that. I invented that. The bell? Nice, death ray. Yeah, a death ray. A ray of death, built for and focused on my terrible nemesis. I thought Edison was bad, but this chicken? Oh boy, it's a stinker, that's for sure. Look, this accent is like every accent, don't worry about it. It's not meant to offend anyone because I don't know what it is. You understand? So this doesn't go any further that way. The Hookman's gone forever. I now have even more objects that don't seem super useful. Now, I feel as though something like I have to, like, can I, like, can I horror hook this licorice? Can I horror hook the rope for some reason? Okay, it makes a grappling hook. Am I allowed to use that to ascend further? Can't get the range. I need a way to propel it. Maybe like a t-shirt cannon? This should give me more range on the grapple. Okay, now you might excuse me for not assuming this is where we were going with this, because this is a pretty liberal use of every one of the words involved in that concept. You know the accent, it's the pigs from Shrek. It kind of is, huh? Huh. Alright, let's go use grappling hook with up. Doing nothing was my plan. Rope. Up we go. Yay. There was much rejoicing. Alright, I would like to connect this chicken to that swan. Let's run this wire between the robotic chicken and the love boat. Now, again, it feels like this is a moment where there should be a puzzle. Because, like, it feels weird to me that I'm just like, got it. There's a robot and a thing I want power to, and I don't need any connection. The licorice just does the whole job, and the chicken's going to stay in there, and I don't need to, like, force it in or anything. Then when Tesla zaps it with his death ray, it'll charge the boat, and we'll be one step nearer to teleporting to wherever Shingles the Clown has taken the missing people. You love this work, don't you? Wouldn't change it for the world. Alright, that also doesn't seem like necessarily the most efficient way to have done that. But okay. Now, I am at a loss for how I'm supposed to get, like, a capacitor to solve the death ray power problem. I regret every decision in my life that led me to standing up here on this Ferris wheel with no safety precautions parachute or highly trained safety eagle. The world would be a better place with highly trained safety eagles. Does that have something to do with the bear? The bear feels like it hasn't done anything. I guess the same is true for the monkey. Can I get more candy? And more candy for me. Sadly, that's the exact thing my ex said when they dumped me. I didn't spend a week eavesdropping in veterinary school for this. I'm gonna quit and follow my dreams of being a mechanic. I have questions I won't bother to ask. I still haven't done anything with this big duck, huh? I thought this carnival was having power issues. How is this running so smoothly? I had a mega capacitor installed. It charges when the power's up and runs the duck when the power drops. Oh, so that's why I couldn't do anything before? No chance you're taking that, Pilgrim. I stand here all day, giving and giving. Not once do I get anything in return. No more, I say, no more. What about this seemingly half-completed thank you gift of various candies of troubling origin? Well, that's so thoughtful. I, got you something in return. It's, anything you want from my stall. That's it. Finally, it's mine. Alright, I got the duck's capacitor! I got the duck's capacitor! Me so far! It's a duck's capacitor. It will help the swan go at 88 meters per second, or whatever the actual calculation was. Do you understand? It's the duck's capacitor. Look, if it helps, it looks like this. I need to go to the haunted house. Close your eyes, Dooley. Since we know the way, we're gonna edit out that part from now on. Oh man, this is gonna mess up my step counter. I'd say I hope I didn't miss any, trophies in there, but I can't imagine there being more than one, and we did get one. There might have been some funny bits, though. I did appreciate the Crabbit. Put this in the death ray. Get your own death ray and leave mine alone. Fine, we will. Dooley, we're not about to get a death ray. Speak for yourself. You take it then. This is what I need. Now I will fry that stupid chicken. You don't have a permit to fire that gun. You'll need my colleague here to shoot it for you. Really? Yeah! Fine, fire away. I need to get into position first. Then get on with it, man. This is why I joined the force. Can't help but interpret that as ill-advised. Fries that button. What a satisfying sound effect that was. Here goes nothing. I don't feel so good. And then we got turned into ash. We're about to go to a naked dimension that's accessed from what can only be described as a tunnel of love. I may have to cut the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, our final contestant for this round is awake. What's going on? Reprisal, revenge, reciprocation. You humans have taken our beloved, adored, cherished even, Shingles. Tore him from his family here, and so, until he's returned, we're taking your kind and making them run the gauntlet. The Shingles circus. But we didn't kid. Silence! Silence your word hole and prepare your brain lump for the circus. Only the luckiest and bestiest survive. Okay, can't say that's what I figured was happening. Here we are. Gonna take a look at this audience. So, like, this appears to be Aladdin. It's like Professor Layton or something. You don't see that many, like, weirdly colored top hats. I feel like Skull Jacket is probably someone I could recognize, but don't. Same possibly with this haircut. Most of the rest of them seem like repeated models. The audience seems riled up. Bite his kneecaps! Bite his kneecaps! Rub ink into his ancestors! Fill his nostrils with chilies! Okay. Hey, I know you, kid. You performed an exorcism on me. I knew it was you. That was a therapy ghost. I've been real sick since you chased it off. Oh. Sorry? Yeah, you win some, you lose some. So that's why everyone left their clothes behind. Something about the teleport put us in these jumpsuits. Disgusting, right? The colors, the materials. I hope the shark eats me. Comes right out of nowhere and just eats me up. I'm mortified to be on TV in this getup. It's not on TV in our dimension. Nobody's gonna see you. So, I see me, blurg. It's the guy who was at the merry-go-round. He looks a little out of it. Oh, hey, you're the guy who was at the merry-go-round. What are the odds we both end up here? I actually came here to save you. Far out. Are we saved now? No. Bummer. Alright, Pox. Are you ready to run your legs off? Will you survive the horrors that await? Can you all make it through, or will we have to kidnap another bunch of fleshy nuisances? That is to say, are you ready to go? Yes? On your marks. Get set. Go! Possible I missed a trophy there, who knows? Ah, help me, I got stuck on this in the fall. Stay calm, I'll find a way to get you down. Seems like a terrible time to come down. Oh, no, wait, I get it. Me so far. What's this, sports fans? They're not even fully in the circus and they're already running into difficulty. Might need to wind up the teleporter so we can grab some new victims soon. Wahahaha. I'm like a One Piece villain with a weird, unique laugh. I would like this big hammer. This could come in handy. You okay with that, mister? Who, me? I'm fine. It's light as a feather. I want this hoop. A hoop for lions to jump through. Is there going to be a lion here? Because I would die. I would just vibrate with joy until I reach the resonant frequency powerful enough to explode, taking you all with me. An old lion tamer's whip. I might be able to use that. What else we got? Bunting. This place seems to be a run-down Darkside version of a slash the carnival. Of a slash the carnival. So it really is just Strangeland up in here, huh? Hold on, I'm working on something. Okay, well, when you're done working on it, could you try to get me down? That's what I'm working on. Great, because I thought you were just gonna, like, leave me up here. Sounds so silly now, but I thought you were gonna, like, leave me up here while you worked on something else. I don't know, like a portfolio site or like a spit for a good lasagna? I could sure go for some lasagna right now. Maybe you should work on that first. Nah, you know what? You're at it. I'll stop backseat. Dude's in distressing. I want to save him, not flog him. Poor Kano Los Dos. Hit the high striker? No. Not the time to show off how strong I am. Are you worried you won't hit the bell? No. So embarrassed we all turned up wearing the same outfit. Turned up, we were kidnapped. I don't want excuses, I want solutions. I could be doing worse, I could be that guy. Why not just leave this hanger on her? Oh, no, all of us leave or none of us leave. Then I fear it will be 9. 9? Sorry, that was a typo. None. I meant none. None of you shall survive. Big screen's frame has some jagged metal sticking out of it. Can I hoop it? Hoop it real good? Can I combine whip and hoop? Can I hit bunting with a hammer? Oh, there's slime. Oh my god, that's so disgusting! Hopefully we don't fall in. What? I just meant the color. It's just wrong for this place. The clown needs to fire his art director. I haven't settled for a voice for this character at all. I do not expect her to be important. And also, I'm tired. I have not slept at all well this week. At all. At all twice in the same sentence. Hit the slime with the hand. Fill the ring with slime and blow a bubble out of it. Hit the hook with a hammer. Whip it real good. Can't catch on. Oh man, I don't know how much longer I can hold on for. What did he say? Can't get it to catch on. I don't know. Wait, now that I've tried, will it combine these? I feel like I want rope with the thing on the end to catch the hook. I don't have that many materials. So I'm mildly annoyed that this doesn't seem to work. And you still won't let me do this for some reason? Okay, just hoop him directly. Just hammer it home. Throw hammer at big screen. Wow, considering this is one screen with limited inventory items and not that many hitboxes, I feel like I should be able to work this out. It's probably something that I feel like I've tried that I haven't actually tried, or some sort of pixel hunting thing I haven't noticed that's relevant. It's not feeling like that's the thing. I mean, I don't begrudge this fellow not wanting to fall in the slime, because it could be like acidic or whatever. You don't know, man. It really feels like I should just be able to combine those two things. What am I missing? What am I missing? Just use every item with everything because we don't know what to do. Hammer bunting. Hoop bunting. Whip bunting. Hammer striker. Hoop striker. Whip striker. Bunting is the only hitbox along there. Think I've used everything on the slime, but hammer slime, hoop slime, whip slime, hammer guy, hoop guy, whip guy, hammer child, hoop child, rope child. Does not seem like giving or using the items on any of my fellows are useful. I've spoken to all the others. I think so. She's like, I hate the colors. He's like, I could be worse. This guy's like, you should like probably get me down. Yeah, this is a really long dialogue, but he's like, oh, like when you're done doing whatever you're doing, you should get me down. That's the thing I'm doing. Oh, weird. She's like, we're wearing the same outfits. And the kid's just like, I'm alright. Just for good measure. Hammer on hook. Hoop on hook. Feels like hoop on hook is really close to the thing, and I should need to do something, but the game hasn't made it clear to me what the something is. And it also feels like rope is close, which is, again, when it feels like I should just be able to, like, combine the whip and the hoop, and then I have, like, a rope that will catch on to the thing. I'm not sure if I've tried everything on the screen. I think I tried hammer, hoop, whip. And like this plug that seems kind of prominent. Does not have a hitbox, just this bunting. With the high striker, I tried everything on. I've talked to everyone. Like, I feel like whatever this is, I should have it by now. Hey, Demolition. Welcome and hello. Man, we're doing so well on this. And now we're just, like, here. Hey, wait, there's a secret message in these items. If I cover up the end of the whip like this, it says TOS. So maybe if I read the Twitch terms of service, then I'll figure it out. How's it going? I'm pretty good. This is like the first time we've been like really stuck. But I would say that we're like pretty stuck now. Because I think I've literally tried every object on every hitbox on the screen, and I can't leave the screen. Ooh, yeah, got nothing, man. Use the objects on yourself. I don't know what that would accomplish. But maybe? I think sometimes that's worked in the past. We had to, like, disguise ourselves in the last game, and usually that works. Great time, lots of stuff. Oh, I got a horrible headache during your visit to, Riot. Sorry, Demolition. Hopefully meds kick in quick for you. I'm glad it sounds like it was mostly a good trip, but that timing does suck. That is sucks timing. Come on. Come on. Alright, Pixel Hunt. It feels as though I must be missing something since none of the things I have do it. Let me just make sure. Oh, I was supposed to hammer on who? For why, though? But it was already something that would latch onto a hook. In fact, I would actually argue that the ring would potentially be a more sound way of hooking on to the hook because it wouldn't slide off. Okay, that's pretty annoying. That feels like an unnecessary step to our Halloween process. If I just tie this through this, I have a hooky whippy thing. Kind of disappointed that the name isn't hooky whippy thing. Okay, grab onto this. Whoa. Why is it huge now? Whoa, intense. I'm not done with you yet. Release the hunter! Oh, that's bigger. What the heck is that? I don't know, but it seems to have broken this platform free. Quickly, paddle away. Oh, is the thing gone? I think so. Where are we now? RNIV. Oh, carnival. But tipped over and some of the letters are missing and the L is hanging. Man, it's the carnival sign. We must be outside. Hurry. Sorry to burst your bubble, friend, but we're a long way from home. Oh, man. Looks like a large floodlight. Another big screen. He's not talking to us for some reason. I wonder if this comes off. You received box cover. I mean, it sounds like I could potentially move. Can I use this box to catch or contain the letter L? I sure wish I was still possessed. I could have old Ghosty fly our butts out of here. I know you're trying to make me feel bad, but statistically 100% of possessions aren't good for you. Holding up okay? Nah, man, I'm seeing some wacky stuff. Think it might be time to go clean. What even is the theme of this place? It's like they took a bunch of design brochures, set fire to them, and decorated based on the results. Press the button. They pushed the button, folks. Idiots. Say hello to my little friends. This really feels like it was heavily inspired by Strangeland. Now, things have certainly gotten worse. That's not better, that's worse. I don't think we should get near the tentacles. Need to find a way over. What if I cover the tentacle? Oh, wait a minute. The L dropped off. He was hiding behind my microphone. You're not going to... Oh my god, you are! Gross! Large L. Tentac L? Box L? Throw L at the light. I can't reach it from down here. Put a box... Put the box somewhere and stand on it. I need you to give me a boost! I'm so frail, mister. You know, from the time you lot expelled my helper ghost? I mean, I need you to hold this box steady. The box feels even bigger than it was before. I guess this is supposed to be like an Allen key again? Gotta knock this light around like a luminous piñata. Wait, what are you... Glub glub. Cursed eels! I guess we'll go this way. What the? This wasn't land, it's a conveyor belt. Oh no, it's like a Mega Man boss. Boo! My hunter has you now. I want to break free! Oh, now we're in a big old box. I am feeling a tightness in the chest. Is this an anxiety attack? Don't feel bad. You had a good run. Now take a deep breath and get in the box. Is that like an expression? Okay, we're in a box. Mister, I think I made an accident. Everything's all wet. That would be impressive, but no, I think there's mitigating circumstances, kid. We've just been dropped in some water inside a box that's filling up. No, I've made the accident. This is actually pretty much exactly how I thought I'd go out. It's so tight in here. There'd be room for all of us if this place had a third dimension. When I become a ghost, I wonder who I'll haunt. Nobody's becoming a ghost on my watch. A loose nail. If I can reach it, it'll keep us in suspense. What'll happen? You received the item loose nail. Okay, now again, that felt like a thing that might have required a puzzle, because how would I reach that with my arms bound? But sure, we can skip over that, but make me hammer a hoop. Loose nail. Cut rope. Just need to pick at the ropes. And I'm out. Have you out in a jiffy? I'm already in rope in some slime. I don't know what a jiffy is, but I don't think I want to be in one just as well as everything else. Stay still, cutting you out. Don't ruin my clothes. Your prisoner-issued jumpsuit? Whatever, just don't tear it. I want to look good when I'm on camera next. When is that happening? Sorry, guy, but it's hard not to shake when somebody comes at you with a rusty nail. Okay, swim up, everyone. Okay. They came prepared for this. I don't know what their plan was. Are we dead? Mystery man, huh? Oh, 1 sec. Ghost of a scientist. There, lights on, that's better. Welcome to Fish Belly Lab. Because it's a lab in a fish's belly, do you understand? You're just sitting there in the dark? In the dark by yourself? No. Yes. Hey, this is Dooley, I know him. Do you know Dooley? Dooley. Is that his name? Dooley? Yes, it feels right on my tongue. That man changed my life. Flashback! I dropped all the files I was carrying in a precarious pile for some inexplicable reason. Hey there, let me help you with that. You would do that for me? You kind, pure soul. One day I shall repay this debt. All right. Ever since that day, I have owed a debt that I did not know how to repay. When I saw more people like him, like you on the circus, the leggers, I call you, I hope that one of you could lead me to him. Boy, is this yet another very British sentence, and also kind of awkwardly constructed, to boot. I quickly built this machine and came looking for you in the stadium. Since you know him, it was the right thing to do. You built this from scratch since we showed up, presumably, like, less than an hour ago or something? It's as impressive as it is implausible. That's my Sudoku graveyard. I'm trying to get better, but my pattern spotting is way off. Great idea. Maybe you could work out the coordinates for the last sector. Just turn the dials to the coordinates you think the mainframe is, and we'll head straight over. Yeah, I feel good about this. The coordinates are... No, I have no idea. I feel like I jumped ahead to that, and I should have looked around more. Just decorative lights. None of it does anything. These are the areas I've searched for looking for the mainframe. No luck so far. There's one more place. I just need to work out the coordinates. Huh. No, if there's a pattern, it's not immediately obvious to me. Let's talk to him, I guess. Welcome aboard. Thanks for saving us. It was my duty. I have a debt to pay. I say while staring solemnly into the distance. You just narrate your actions? No, of course not. I said sheepishly. What is this place? The Fish Belly Lab? I built it earlier today when I saw humans on the show. I knew the fastest way to navigate the circus was by water, but the mainframe would likely be down here too. How did you find us? I've been searching for this place for hours, looking for the mainframe. Once I saw you in the workshop, I knew where he'd throw you once you were caught. Just sort of hung around there and waited for a splash. Well, thanks. I'm not sure we would have made it out without your help. For sure, the gorilla puss swims these waters. It's only a matter of time before it got you. Thanks. Now what? I don't believe you guys kidnapped Shingles. I think something untoward is going on. I want to find the mainframe and check for footage of his disappearance. As you can see from my map, I've checked all the segments for the mainframe bar 1. I can't find it. If we can figure out the coordinates, we can put them in the lab's computer and go investigate. Never been any good with numbers. Bingo, Sudoku, counting, can't do any of it. That sounds like a plan from the IT department, but it's the only lead we have, so let's give it a shot. You keep mentioning the mainframe without explaining it. Oh, I exclaimed. The mainframe tells all the teledata from the circus, every camera. There we can trace Shingle's final steps and learn what really happened to him. What happened to him, I mean, in case that was unclear. If we can hack the mainframe, we can clear your names, unless you are guilty, which is something I'd not thought about until this very moment. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay. Alright. Take care. I let a river ape loose on the ship earlier to air the place out. They're very violent creatures. It was not a great idea, to be honest. Try not to look it in the eye. Wait, are there more screens here? No. I mean, that's a weird comment to make, I feel. Yes, I'm just supposed to... That's not dark. That's a Squackhead looking back at you. Oh. Fun, and also upsetting. Oh man, my skin's got ruined. Wait, you're a cop, right? What I meant is that skin, singular, and sagging was ruined, and nothing else. And slime got in my hair, and my nethers, and my soul. I'll never be clean again. You okay, kid? Sure, I got used to being covered in ecto slime when I was possessed. Alright, let's try to do some numbers, I guess. No worries, Demolition. Hope you're having a good time on your trip. Okay. It feels like there should be a pattern. Hold on. 9, 9, 9. Oh god, is it Sudoku? Is that a thing? No, that can't be quite... But it's probably the general idea, isn't it? So in that case, let me test something. So together these are 999. And then this makes... 1,890? That feels like a really weird number. So... This would be... 15... This would be 1597? 1600... 23... No, it's something else. 999, you say? I'd like to pretend that I'd be doing better at this if it was a 999 puzzle. Those are pretty hard. What's the pattern here? It doesn't help that, like, main stage doesn't have, like, an obvious number assigned to it. Oh, wait, is it Sudoku for each individual place? Is that it? That could be it. So we have, in the ones, we have 9876. We don't have 5. 432. So it could be 1 or 5? I'm gonna make a note of this on the other screen. 5. And then what do we have? 9, 8, no 7. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 7 or 6. And then the last one would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 9. I mean, he hasn't done anything to actually indicate what main stage was, did he? Because that would narrow it down to one answer. $625. I'll make note of that, even though I don't think that's useful. 625. So, like, nope. 5, 7, 7. This isn't it. Okay. 5, 7, 9. Okay, 5. Let's push this back. 5. Nope. 5, 6, 7. Oh, there it is. That's probably it. We got it. Now let's hack this son of a glitch. Hack packet. How do I do that? We need to get the mainframe's database. You'll be fine. Just avoid the firewalls. Or else! So these them firewalls. Now, I'm assuming that they... Got it. Okay, we're doing it in real time. So... I'm just, like, following them? Oh, I see. Okay, it's just like a little... Oh, that's interesting. Not how I was expecting that to go. By the way, I see that you guessed that combination in chat, Neko. Did you catch something I didn't to figure out the specific combination? Because, like, I definitely got the general idea that it was kind of a Sudoku, but because the main area didn't give me a number, I wasn't sure how to, like, delineate between the last two sets of possible numbers. Right? Left? 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 Right? Left? Oh no. Oh shoot. There's no way to not die. Hit a firewall, I'm being booted out of the system. Oh, okay, there's a checkpoint. That's not so bad. Wait, how is it synced differently? That's weird. I think this is also an immediate fail state that wasn't possible before? This position is tough. I don't know how to get around this without dying. The other thing is that the three numbers together were also supposed to add to 999. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I hadn't caught that specific thing. I happened to notice that, like, when I looked at one pair of them, they added up to 999, but I didn't think to carry that through. I like this idea. This passage has very little margin for error, which is annoying to me only because it's late and I'm tired, and I don't want to do this forever. I've done it again. There has to be, like, some deterministic way through this. No, that's what it really threw me the way these ones in the middle were, like, rotating. Because, like, I kept expecting it to move earlier. And so I was, like, trying to wait to go. But, like, even though it looks like it was about to come for me, like, it took an extra, like, step to do that. And I would have been fine on several of those previous attempts. That's kind of on me, but, like, also I don't understand. It feels like they shouldn't need to do that. So presumably these guys are gonna go back around? So that one does that. If I move here, that guy moves down. If I move up, I die. If I go left, it goes down. And I move back to here, and he's here. And I move to this, and he's here, and I could probably go back. So I think if I, like, left, right, you should have to, like, rotate a bunch. But now I have to worry about the one up there, right? Because I don't think it goes up. I think it's rotating, probably? Oh no, it is gonna go. If I move up, it moves up. If I move down, it eats. If I move... Oh, this feels like a fail state. Yes, it is. There's like a weird thing where the checkpoint puts you in like a different position than you otherwise would be in, where like the last time I felt like it made this harder, and this time it made it like a lot easier, because when I respawned, like they were just set up in such a way that I could just like go straight for the finish. So you're gonna come back around. I don't really have anything to do about that, huh? So I move 1, 2, 3, 4. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and are facing them. Okay. I think I could probably come back now. I didn't know where that guy was gonna stop, but now he's gonna come back again. Something about the turning does continue to throw me. Should just be able to gun it now? Oh no, they're gonna bounce. So turn my way. Fail state? You have to spend a turn turning. So I think I go down? And you're turning the other way? Is that right? Yeah, their behavior is not clear to me. So now I can just like follow it, right? Kind of. It's kind of true. I'm in! Hacker speak. So now what? I guess we look for something useful. Never thought this far ahead, to be honest. I mean, it sure feels like there's gonna be something interesting on one of these screens that isn't screen 11. Would you haunt this house is a great resource for fetterless ghosts. Everything is fine. All is as it should be. President of not America. My honorable opponent says everything is fine in not America. But I say everything would be more fine underwater. He is surrounded by fire. There is no fire underwater, only sweet, cold, dark embrace of deep for Kraken. Is your home on fire? The number one source for all fires happening in your house news. Is your home on fire? Let's find out. Yes. Hurrah! Oh, wait, boo. Agent McScream! I know that guy, we're friends. Tell us, Agent, what is your difficult task in the Brightside Division? Leave you much time for friends? He's a friend, but a liability. A drain on one's time and focus. A dangerous thing in any job. You're more... work friends. Kraken makes some good points. Third party. Why would you vote anti-Kraken, Demolition? This makes no sense. What about work friends, at least? No. Oh, that's awkward. Screen 6. Are you a celebrity? Is a favorite of mine. The question on everybody's lips is, are you a celebrity? Oh, no, I am not. There you have it, viewers. Another citizen interviewed, another celebrity not yet discovered. Quality viewing. Gray box, blue box is a show in which a lady points at boxes and tells you whether they're gray or blue. Sounds good? What? No, it doesn't. It's rubbish. It is, however, oddly very good. Moonball is a lot like American football, but with less oxygen, gravity, or surviving. Topless Man Dances is one of the most popular shows here. It's on every hour of the day. You can tell he's getting really tired in the more recent seasons, though. How to Fight a Turkey is the city's most viewed PSA broadcast. When asked his predecessor's whereabouts, new Mayor Jonathan Blackteeth pointed to a glowing door and said, "She's over there." Have you seen this monster? He's wanted for questioning by the government. Well, I'll be. From the producers of Aeroplane Jungle, Cloud Combat, and Sky Occurrences comes Action Plane, a thrilling story of a man, his plane, and the land-based organization trying to keep them apart. Being forcefully projected into your dreams this spring. It's a good sales pitch. Have you seen this shape? It's one of our favorites. Yeah, this guy was in the background when Dooley got abducted. And yeah, that is the Loch Ness Monster that we found in the campsite mission from the last game. Last season. Aw, what a cute little fella. Sock Puppet Strangler is wanted for 14 murders. If you see him, you are advised to stay away as he is armed and dangerous. Get it? Armed, because he's a puppet and has an arm inside him. See? Brilliant. Anyway, extremely dangerous, not kidding about that part. Dangerous individual and should be avoided at all costs. Okay, how about the clowns now? It's like a video of Pox and Shingles arguing. But the viewing numbers are falling. Shingles, we have to do something. Well, I know that, but kidnapping humans and making them run the gauntlet in the place of Darksiders seems too much, brother. I don't need your permission anyway. Maybe I'll do it anyway. I won't allow it. You don't have a choice. This is the stuff. If we have it now, let's upload it. Click. Let's upload it to the main feed. So much of what you say means nothing, and yet also sounds meaningless. I've read a Debbie's guide on hackology, so I think I know what I'm talking about. I mean, I really don't know, but I think I do. They've gone off the grid, but we'll find them soon, fans. Where could they have gotten... What is this? But the numbers are failing. Shingles, we have to do something. Well, I know, but kidnapping you... We literally just saw. Somebody cut the feed! What is that? It's the teleporter. I told you I didn't need your permission. I already built it and captured the first run of humans. You've gone too far, Pox. Send them home and let's get back to tonight's show. Maybe I'll send you instead. What? I thought from there you can't send me back. I know that. I was being dramatic. Yes, dramatic. Would have annoyed me for ages. Anyway, enjoy the human world, Shingles. It's not what it looks like? Question mark? Mummy the Clown. Pox? Mommy, oh dear. Pox the Clown, did you put your brother through an interdimensional wormhole again? Yes, Mommy. Sorry, Mommy. Oh, you naughty boy. I don't care what it takes. Get him back this instant. Yes, Mommy. So, sorry for everything. No hard feelings, right? Very hard feelings, actually. Whatever. Holding on to grudges gives you wrinkles. Now, if I send you back home, can I have my brother back? Sure, he hasn't done anything wrong, I guess. Nice one. Get ready to be teleported, noob. Wait, Mystery Man, I never got your name. Oh, it's... Rex McKing. Oh gosh, they're gone. Sorry, I didn't want my brother back in time for dinner. Or I want my brother back in time for dinner, or else Mommy won't throw a pie in my face for dessert. Rex is Latin for king. Your name means King McKing. That's stupid. Then you twist it. Lock should pop right off. Useful information to own. So that's what I was doing wrong. Good to know if I am to live this life of crime. And the best bit is that crime's not even illegal here. I'm not sure that's... I mean, I'm really not sure. Maybe that's true? Hey, Dooley. Don't sneak up on me like that, Detective. Shingles, you're free to go. Really? I'm a free man? I can taste it in the air. I hope being inside didn't change me too much. I hope I can reacclimate to life on the outside. We're here for like a half hour. Time moves differently on the inside. Before you go, one last question. If you're innocent of the teleporting and were sent here against your will, why did you pop into existence shouting, "It's me, Shingles"? It's like my catchphrase, you know? It's like, "It's me, Shingles, yay!" That sort of thing. Mommy always said you gotta make a good first impression. Anyway, time to go. See you clowns in the future. Well, that's that problem fixed. Thank goodness, I'm pooped. You're pooped. You were... Let us hear it for Officer Dooley, who saved the day. Hip hip, etc. I couldn't have done it without your help, Detective. Let's get some lunch. A naked brunch? Sure. Oh, hey, do you remember helping a guy in the city when you were over there? Detective, if I had a dime for every guy I saved in a city, I have no idea how much money I'd have because I lost my wallet on the way over here. Also, unrelated, lunch is on you. Ah, well, let's get out of here. But I don't have my pants. Is my wallet in my prison wallet? Can Tam get out too? Afraid not, Tam. According to section 4B.3, paragraph X, stealing a kid's candy is a worse crime than teleporting a load of citizens out and making them run a spooky gauntlet. Tam thinks that's oddly specific and unbalanced by law, but the law is the law. It is, Tam. It is. Forget it, Tam. It's the bright side division. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't get an achievement for looking at all those TV screens, but I'm still glad I did it, because now I know that I should vote Kraken in the next election. Uh-oh. Royal Fumble? Do you think that's going to have anything to do with King McKing? The Queen is showing us his butthole. That's because we've been on many adventures with him, Neko, and as such, we are now very good friends. Okay. Well, we got 2 cases to try and get through tomorrow, maybe. Or maybe we do... I don't know. I mean, I've sort of been operating under the assumption that I won't be able to finish this game before Halloween, so maybe playing it for Halloween, which is Sunday. I'm gonna drop some stuff in the Discord. But yeah. I mean, I think I'd at least like to solve case 6. I don't know if it's going to be feasible to get 2 cases done tomorrow. And even at that, it sort of leaves us in an awkward position regardless. So maybe I'll hear some arguments for some other sort of thing. Anyway, let's leave it there for the moment. It does leave us with one final order of business for this stream, and that is to locate a secret Squirtle, because somewhere on the couch behind me I've hidden a Squirtle. If you can see a Squirtle, like this happy lad up here, that one's not a secret. But of course, somewhere in this pile of friends who've been hanging out with us this whole time, is hidden a Squirtle. It may be under or behind, or otherwise relative to something on the couch. If you're able to correctly guess its location, why, it will be an omen of good luck for you in the weeks to come, by locating a secret Squirtle and learning some of his secrets. I did actually look something up, I'll mention. Because I think a few weeks ago at some point, I don't remember exactly when, I had mentioned that, like, I'm very fond of this Halloween Squirtle. I like that he is a Squirtle who's holding a tiny jack-o'-lantern basket for candy. And I noted that, like, normally when they make a Squirtle, it's part of a line that includes, like, a Bulbasaur, Charmander, and a Pikachu, because that's just how Pokemon works. But after we had that discussion, I tried looking it up, and as far as I can tell, no. They just made a Halloween Squirtle, like, just for me, basically. Which is fascinating to me. It's just definitely not how I expected that to be. I know you're excited for Fred Boneko. It's just that it's so hard to fit everything in for Halloween. Like, there's only so many weeks. I can't stress you enough how much I've tried to, like, fit as much as I can in this month. It's been very stressful for me. On the bright side, it means that if, presumably, we don't get around to that, you'll have that to look forward to for next year. But in the meantime, let's see if we can find that Squirtle. Got some guesses here. Octohat. I think it's between Carlos and Pumpkin Bat. Pirate Squishmallow. Behind Oob, the cheerful ghost. I appreciate Oob very much. I'm glad that's caught on. I'm glad. I appreciate that you noticed that I had the tiny Drifloons trying to. Oh, did one of them fall off? It did. Actually, several things fell over. That's fine. I had both of your Drifloons trying to carry Banana Man away, which I thought you would appreciate if you would notice them. But one of them fell down, which makes that harder to do. Okay, let's check it out. So let's check here first. We got Carlos. He is Clawsome. He's very good and he loves you. Carlos believes in you always. Hiding back there in the directed crevasse is Treasure Grub, or whatever the canonical name is of this fellow from Hollow Knight. It's probably written on here. It's just Grub. I guess behind. When I set everything up, Driftloon was sitting so you could see it on top of the ghost. I don't know if that fell down during or before the stream. I didn't have a lot of time. Behind who the ghost is our giraffe cat. I'm glad that even if it didn't contribute to that mystery that we did get a big robotic giraffe, it is actually kind of weird how many robotic animals were in that case that weren't essential. Yeah, there's the other Drifloon. It was on his hand and it fell over at some point. It's hard to get things to balance on other things. A lot of stuffed animals, remarkably, aren't designed with structural integrity in mind. I guess that there might be a Squirtle inside of Octohat, the ever-present watchful eye on top of the couch. And in fact, there was. However, there was also a guess that perhaps this lovely Squishmallow pirate crab might be aiding and abetting a Squirtle, and you may notice that it, in fact, is as well. And in fact, my arms are very full. That'll do. There was even a third Squirtle hit. Interesting, huh? Look at all them squirts. And also look at Kaylee the pirate crab. Yes, Kaylee is a Halloween Squishmallow. She's technically from last year. I couldn't remember what type of tag she had, but she has an orange Halloween tag. I like that they do these things. It's like they care about collectors. Cough, cough, subtext about Magic the Gathering being, like, untenably complicated. So congratulations. Multiple people found Squirtles. That's very exciting. There will be more opportunities to find secret Squirtles tomorrow as we continue playing the Darkside Detective 2. Yeah, I will hit people up on the Discord with more information about weekend streams, but for now, we're gonna call it here, because it is important to get out of here. There's still work to be done to set up for Sunday. So, thanks for everybody watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being you, and I hope to see you all again soon. Whether that be tomorrow, or Sunday's special Halloween stream, or some other third instance of time. Remember to take care of yourselves, and that you are clawsome.